experts call toxic masculinity.
Research found the underlying cause for could-be masculinity content culture.
Toxic masculinity, we've sort of heard this phrase popping up. The phrase has gained a lot of attention recently, especially with the Me Too movement.
It's showtime.
I'm no godless Tommy. I fought the Star Spangled Banner.
You bring the cavalry?
Woman, I am the cavalry. They are my people. I am their sovereign. I love them.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Knock. Stick around.
What up, everyone? Welcome to Masculine Mondays. We're talking about True Lies, episode 15. I appreciate everyone that is here early, and I have to really give thanks to my boy Leon Idol here. And we're actually on time tonight as well. Yes, we can do that and not be late and gay. I appreciate everyone. Let's go ahead and bring in this all-star True Liar cast with me talking about this movie tonight, and the man himself who rated into the channel. Leon, what's up, my dude? How you doing tonight?
I'm living the dream. You know, it's funny because, you know, part of masculinity is moderation, right? And as someone who frequently drinks on streams, I was like, all right, let's go cold turkey, no alcohol. And I did that for a week, proved could do it. It was literally not a problem whatsoever. So this will be the first stream where I take a sip of alcohol on. It's going to be great. So just knowing you can stop at any time. And frankly, honestly, aside from tonight with you, I'm probably going to go like another week and not do it on any other streams or anything. But I was like, we're talking True Lies, and frankly, considering the reaming that I'm sure Goodwin's going to give me for my love for this film, I might need the alcohol.
And speaking of the man, Emperor Goodwin, how are you tonight, man?
I'm just happy that you were starting out telling lies that we could actually start on time and that we're not late and gay in any way. It's helpful.
Yeah, it's is that a truth or a lie? You decide.
You make the call.
Speaking of lies, he may or may not be up very late or very early in the morning, depending on how you look at it. Mr. Melvin Deeply, how are you, man?
Howdy, people.
I appreciate your Katie from Hold My DualShock cosplay.
I don't know what that is, but okay.
Nick gets it, and then Goodwin gets it, and that's all that matters.
I'm sure some people in the chat also get it.
Yeah,
Katie has one eye, basically. It's a glass eye, and she refuses to wear an eye patch.
Oh, right.
It would probably bring in more viewers to their channel, but I'm sure Andy vouched for it to happen, but Katie's just very reluctant to have it be that way. But it is what it is.
So is it a glass eye?
Yes.
So it looks like she's always trying to pick a fight then, like she's staring at everybody.
Yeah. It was really weird to see it in person. I have to admit that as well.
Oh, well, such is life. Anyway, my theory on late and gay. Here's my theory on late and gay.
What's your theory?
It's far too late to be gay.
That's true.
I don't know,
especially from where you are.
Know that there's now a thing going, a petition like to quote unquote overturn gay marriage is going to the Supreme Court. So maybe it really is too late to be gay.
Interesting. Yeah, I saw something that we'll see how that turns out. For better or for worse, I guess, and depending on how you're looking at things. But we will have another guest appear. Of a certain ethnicity and gender.
Less of a guest, more of an invasion, really.
That's true, yeah. You know, when she comes, she comes. Hey, yo.
Oh.
Before we dive into this wonderful movie here that we're going to have some great talking points on, we got to say what's up to the, as I'm calling it now, the plot mafia.
Oh, I like that. The plot mafia. That's good.
Yeah, if you guys want to become a member, by all means, that's what the official title will be. I do have to work on getting those little member badges. Emojis. The emoji and emojis. I gotta work on that. That's on my to-do list. Outside of work, so Let's see. We've got peepers. Hey Nick, how's it going?
I love that you finally got a job after being like sadly unemployed for so long, and then right after that your channel gets monetized. It's like, oh, okay.
I'm like, all right, well, extra work, but that's all right because gotta put that hard work in. I totally am very appreciative as I mentioned. Rabnab Scubala, how's it going, man? You had to get that Vital Idol raid, and our furry friend, one of the best mods on the planet, Mr. Daxonar. How's it going, buddy? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. I mean, I kind of have in some of the chats, but I don't know. Maybe just haven't chatted with you.
Best mod for a furry. I mean, you need to throw in the qualifier.
Yeah, I'll recant that and then rephrase it. Best mod for a furry.
We should have some kind of mod Olympics, just get a stream going and see how many people you can block in 30 seconds or something.
Right. Lamau, Little Miss Anonymous 1, as Gord King officially got her to add the 1.
Yes.
To address the LMAO, which I gotta say, I've been digging it ever since.
And she's been playing it up every time she sees it. She's like, "What?"
Yeah.
If somebody says Lamau.
Absolutely. And the man with arguably some of the best shoulders on the internet.
Oh yeah.
The man from up north.
Puts the man in Manitoba.
Man of Manitoba. Zach, how's it going, my dude?
Yep. I've heard stories. He's got at least one of the best shoulders on the internet, maybe even 2 of them.
Yeah.
Could be.
That's true. Mr. Whalen Basifus, what's up, gay boys? What's up, gay boys? We're just hanging around, not being late and gay. Which actually, the super chat, there is only one Terminator movie from Whalen Basifus.
I mean, he's right.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And
I would say there's 3.5 and a pretty damn good TV show.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Or 2.5. I mean, and a pretty,
I will eventually add some more Terminator clips. To my little stash here. Of course, when we start talking about it, when it gets to be the spooky season or the spooky month. So while I don't have the actual clip you're probably looking for from the one and only Terminator movie, even though we are talking about Arnold tonight, I'm going to save some of those clips for later. So I'll play probably a one less warranted, less liked, but equally cheesy.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
Just short and sweet, because we don't want to go any longer.
Backstage.
What's that?
Our diversity hire is backstage.
Oh,
the
nice.
DEI comes in.
Hey.
And I hope it's not John Leguizamo. Oh, it's not.
I'd say she's better than John Leguizamo.
I would say, yeah. To give Max credit, she's at least better than John Leguizamo.
Here we go. DEI hire. There you go.
Oh,
Perfect.
Nice. Love that.
How
are you? How are you?
Really like that pick.
I made that picture. That's my meme. You're welcome. I'm doing well. I'm doing very well. I am so fucking sweaty. It is just wet, no pun intended, everywhere. How are you guys doing?
Were you riding in a Corvette by any chance? Because the vet makes them wet.
Yep.
Oh, I thought you could hear the fan. Sorry.
No.
No, it's hot. There's a heat wave up here, and we don't put the AC on. So, and I'm sitting in like a plush chair. So and I was on BSUP, and then after dark. So there's sweat accumulating in place. Anyways, how are you guys doing?
We're doing great. I don't know if Rossi will have heard this part by now, unless he's in chat and I haven't got to it just yet. But he might enjoy that part.
You better mark the timestamp for him.
Yeah, timestamp that for some reason.
Sorry, I was a little bit late, but
no, totally fine. We're just saying what's up to the people in the chat. Jacob Ironside, how's it going, man? Not Brian or B Ryan.
That's not Brian. That's definitely not Brian.
That's definitely not Brian.
100%. I checked.
Yeah.
Salty Butterbags. You don't know how really old you are until you work on a really old car.
I didn't check. He is not, in fact, working on a really old car.
Yeah. I don't know the oldest car I've ever worked on, to be honest.
I think if you can remember your age, you're not that old.
That's true. This stuff is true that I'm making up. What's up, Boosh? How you doing, man? LT. Did someone say toxic masculinity? Of course. That's what we talk about here. the real toxic masculinity. So what's up, dude? Bullets, babes, and beer, the 3 B's of life. I'd probably add a 4th one, and maybe
Gotta
a
be
5th
bacon
one.
in there.
Okay, a 6. Now we've added 6 B's,
Mm-hmm.
6 B's, because I'd put boobs, butts, and bacon. I mean, you could probably just put bitches in there, but
My 3 B's are bingo, bango, bongo. A little bit different.
Okay, we're up to like 10 B's now, like I'm sure Jerry D. Sills, aka the Sith Lord Poet, could probably come up with something about bees. Probably,
not the bees, not the bees.
The bee's knees or something along those lines.
Fly to the bumblebee.
We got Goodwin. He's in the chat, but I gotta hit the man. I love you guys. I hate this movie. I'll be back later. Okay, well we'll be here hating on the movie, Gemma. I promise you that. Some of us will, maybe some of us won't.
Come on, Gemma, embrace the hate with me.
Men, what's up, Jake Martin? How's it going? Distinguished ladies. I think there's only one lady on here, unless you're hating
1.5 anyway.
I think Leon's more lady than I am.
Yeah,
if we're honest.
Well, that's who we were counting. We were trying to figure out if you.
I love you though, Leon. It's okay. We can totally be girlfriends.
Snap.
We
We've
can
got
brush
some
each other's hair.
aficionados here.
You know what? That actually does sound fun.
Dude, Peepers, Jake Martin, and Sith Lord Poet. Oh shit! I just saw it. Oh fuck me. Not literally, but figuratively.
Later.
Jake, yeah, we'll do that later. Oh damn! I don't know. How can you tell who gets hit on StreamYard? I know it's just like
they'll start showing up as members, but I
okay. So I did see Jerry, Peepers.
So Melvin, Draconis, Anthony Shaddix, Rick Costa, Joseph Lamb, Zilla,
nice.
Sammy 3Pete.
Mr. Pink.
Legend.
Nice. Dude. Yes,
I got a free membership.
Nice. Okay, Jake, my dude, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Some of the first people to become members here, Plot Mafia on the channel. So I do appreciate that. Where the hell is that comment that I can just undo this?
Unfortunately, you can never leave. No one gets out.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. Once you become like a made man, that's it. You can't leave. Otherwise,
there's only one way to leave.
Yeah, there is one way to leave. I just wouldn't recommend it. But Jake Barden, this one's for you. I had to do it, y'all. I had to do it. You know me. Oh, God. It's a throwback, as Leon said backstage when I briefly said that I've got that loaded in the barrel, ready to go. We've got another man who's from the land down under. Tony, that's what she said. I'm assuming you're probably referring to this about being wet. I'm just going to throw that out there. Maybe
it could be anything.
Could be anything, but that's what she said. And it works.
It fits any scenario that.
It probably is. Roman of the Empire, the Vex sweats. Good to see you, man.
Roxy's definitely had those once or twice.
Oh, I just remembered something.
Good to see you, man.
Years ago, I remember texting this girl, and I tried to call her sweetie in the text, and I said sweaty.
I know. I love that. I got a 5-banger from Sith Lord Poet. Okay. From cold eyes you will see the master of dark side poetry. Let all know it. The return of the Sith Lord Poet. All words written in stone, and I stand alone.
Mm-hmm.
I put the and in there. I'm sorry. I'm terrible. Let's see who else we got there. Love it.
Yay.
How are you, Love it? Good to see you, girly. I am going to email you, by the way. I know I said that before, but I promise I will. I promise. I think we're pretty much. Oh, hold on. We have a Missy.
Sassy.
Sasquatch. Well, if there's a Mrs., then I assume the Mister will show up.
I mean, I wouldn't trust anything.
Maybe.
She might be out here running wild on her own.
Oh God. Okay, she's just running wild. So Vex is the obligatory female representation this week. I see this as a win. Yes.
True Lies is one of my top 10 favorite movies. So when Nick said that he was doing this, I was like, yes, I'll be on that. I don't even care. I'll be on that.
No, good answer. I fucking love this movie. I do not care if they're gonna say this movie's not masculine. This is a great movie.
I adore this movie. Like, genuinely, I cannot find a flaw in it. To me, this is like a perfect action comedy movie, and very, very uniquely done on top of that too. So
I hate to agree with anybody. I've been arguing with RRTNZ all day. But yeah, I agree with you both.
I gotta play this for the Sith Lord poet.
Yes.
Man rhymes.
Orgasmo, such a great movie.
That was Orgasmo. I was like, I think, is that Orgasmo? But I didn't want to say it because I was wrong like a fucking idiot.
Speaketh and he shall appeareth. Skip the movie and just talk about Vex being sweaty.
Always got his sock out
Vegas
too.
was really warm and Vex was sweaty there when she caressed my cheek with her breasts. So, Rossi.
How you
no
doing,
lies
Rossi?
were detected.
Rossi, this one's for you. Just in case you're getting warmed up.
Johnny Cage, nice.
Johnny Cage when he was a good character. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm looking forward to that Carl Urban.
I am too.
I gotta be real. That's probably the only character I'm like mainly looking forward to, just to kind of see how he turns out. But okay, I think we're all caught up and everyone's here to the party. Yeah,
we got a wild Niat in chat as well that just came in.
Oh shit! Hold on. We have a second Aussie here. Hell, what's up, dude? How are you doing here? I forget when we were talking about the rankings. Did I know he had jumped on at one point, but did he jump on when we were talking about True Lies? Because I know at one point we saved like the better films for last, and I want to say we were talking about True Lies because I know that definitely sparked some a little bit of a debate. And obviously, once we knew that we were going to be covering this at some point in time, it was like, well, just wait until we actually talk about the whole movie, because then it's going to be fun and sweaty. Maverick 77 Defender, The Long Kiss Goodnight, Gina Davis, Samuel Jackson, from The Perfect Balance of Masculinity and Romance.
That is a good movie.
It is a good movie. I haven't seen it in a while, actually, so we probably could. And speaking of good movies and the perfect balance of masculinity and romance. Wait. Damn it.
Well, I mean, Gooch,
it skipped on me.
He saw Freaky
the damn chat was
Friday,
scoop on me. It's been meant for Gooch. Yo, what's up, everyone?
Yep.
Yo, Gooch, what's up, dude?
He was so happy to see Freakier Friday.
Yeah. Okay. Dark of Iron, happy to see you monetized. Let me know if you want to discuss 40K sometime. Absolutely, dude. Total side note, I'm actually kind of preparing something as I'm reading through the Horus Heresy book. I might be kind of dabbling on a future video. So, if you want, we can always chit chat on the side. And of course, the man who's being attacked by emus wants to go ahead and throw down a 10-banger. Congrats on the monetization, Nick. Yes, I was there and argued Arnie gets cucked in True Lies, which made it less masculine and required it to be put lower on the tier list. Okay, that's what I thought. I think we
it was the self-cucking. Gord was in on that too.
That's right. Okay. Well, let's play one. Let's play one for Nian. We'll play one from this movie because he was here when we were talking about it. So here we go. This one's for you, Nian.
May I see your invitation, please?
Sure. Here's my invitation.
God. And then it just kind of gets worse after that, but unfortunately. So okay, so this was an interesting movie to kind of think about and jot some notes down, because obviously, like, when it comes to the archetypes in this movie, there's only 3 men in it. In between Harry Tasker's Arnold, Gibb, played by Tom Arnold, And Simon, played by it's Sammy 3P's favorite actor, if
Yes.
I'm not mistaken,
Yes,
by
it
Bill
is.
Paxton. And this is the second or third movie that he's in with Arnold at the time.
Hold on, the terrorist doesn't count as a man? That's kind of racist.
Not really.
Well, he's a terrorist, so we can't really
Charlton
classify him as a.
No, you just want
He's
Charlton
not-
Heston because he also wears an eye patch. Stop it.
Yeah.
I think we should get a DNA test based on the iPad.
It's the hairline that disqualifies him. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding for you guys out there who are bald and by choice, by not. And I'm not a.
I'm not. Grow some hair,
terrorist.
bitches.
Okay, there we go.
Y'all ain't Bruce Willis, no matter how hard you want to try.
Yeah, and this is so this is probably the only movie that Paxton actually has like a worthwhile role with Arnie, because in Terminator he's just one of the punks. That gets killed. In Commando he's just a guy on radio, right? And then we got this one.
Yeah, and this is an interesting illustration of some archetypes in this movie because, Arnold obviously isn't the best husband or father in this. I think he's obviously got this like dual role, this dual identity as a protector, but it's by choice because he doesn't and can't really tell his family who he really is, and so he has to live this life of a spy. So the idea of trying to balance two worlds is obviously hard, and there's been plenty of movies that do it, and some do it better than the others. But yeah, he does get cucked in this movie, which is
we have two out of the three characters are cucks.
This movie is not masculine because with Arnie being a member of a 3-letter organization, it tells the lie that those are the good guys. Down with the Fed.
Omega.
Well, the good news is they're still incompetent, and part of Florida gets nuked. So
you know what? Fair enough.
Yeah, just the bit. Just the part that no one really cared about as much. Sorry.
It's the keys. They'll make more.
Yeah, it's fine. The bridge got blown up. I mean, no one really cared. Like, oh no, we can't
they were already
travel down
building
there.
a replacement anyway. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, no. And then Gibb, right from Tom Arnold. He's the like the trusty sidekick lieutenant type of character who's he's resourceful. He's the tech guy. He's the dude who knows how to supply Arnold with what he needs to get the job done. His right hand man. Doesn't have the best advice at times when it comes to his marriage.
Well, I mean, he's a cuck, so what are you gonna do?
Exactly. When he's like, you should really get in touch with your feminine side. And it's like, at that point, it's like, nah, just give me the bag. Like, I respect that moment because it's not like he would really want to get in touch with your feminine side.
No.
Just man.
Well, more
up at
importantly,
that
though,
point.
he's already discounted himself because he talks about how he's living with his wife and her boyfriend.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what are you gonna do?
Not the best look.
What was going on in James Cameron's life right now that he suddenly got very interested in having multiple cucks in the movie?
When did he divorce Linda Hamilton?
How fucked up was the making Titanic? Must have been catharsis. Like,
that's when he fully came out.
It's also one of the most overrated movies in my opinion too. But
I thought Tom Arnold's character was okay. This is the only thing I've enjoyed Tom Arnold in. I found him annoying and everything except this, and I thought they done okay because he's kind of the comedy sidekick, but they never made him too stupid. They never made him ridiculously stupid.
Yeah, it wasn't over the top. He's kind of underplayed he's saying lines, but Arnold's job is to kind of be over the top with everything, and so he's actually the more the Tom Arnold's more competent one in the group as far as like planning things out and thinking things through.
Well, they made the characters surprisingly competent.
What was that, Leon?
So I feel like you guys are really discounting McHale's Navy.
Nobody watched that.
Bruce Campbell movie, him and Tom Arnold. Never mind, doesn't matter.
No, I was like, maybe I haven't seen that in a long time.
I never heard of it.
Hey, Gordy, what's up, dude? Remember when I promised not to follow this movie with gay blue alien movies? I truly lied, James Cameron.
Not your best, Gord. Not your best, brother.
I mean, it's not bad, but Listen to you.
Let off some steam, Bennett.
I know, good one. I have to get the other one.
For God's sakes. Well, we also need to get the other verse from "Now You're a Man."
Yes, I need to get that on there as well.
Yep.
Which Gord sent over. Tom Arnold is just always kind of Tom Arnold, which can be good depending on his role. That's very true.
Usually though, I mean, he's if you look at him in like other things, he's always a bit over the top and do stuff. That's why this one is actually pretty good for him, because it's really understated and it works as a balance.
He was apparently in a movie in 2012 called Zootopia, and I'm very interested in this.
Zootopia. Wow.
Do you have a plot synopsis for that, Leon?
Yeah, let's take a look real quick. Zootopia. Let's see. Smitten with a Jewish woman, Jennifer Love Hewitt, a Gentile, Ivan Sergey, asks his Jewish pal, Joel David Moore, to advise him on how to act like a member of the community. That is the Google, the quick version. 39% on Rotten Tomatoes. 18% on Rotten Tomatoes, 39% on Google reviews, and a 4.5 out of 10 on IMDb.
Well, that's high on IMDb. Hold up.
Wow. Yeah.
Zootopia.
Gotta throw that on the list to watch.
When was it made? What year?
2012.
I'm trying to think. What did Jennifer Love Hewitt look like in 2012?
She wasn't fat, if that's what you're trying to get at.
I think she still looked reasonable.
Yeah, I thought she looked good recently at that red carpet event. I like them fucking wide hips, baby.
I mean, she's fine for her age, but let's be honest, compared to how she used to look, she's fat.
Well, sure, but by the same token, still would.
Yeah, Rossi dislikes this movie so much he didn't even realize it was James Cameron. That's fair. I laughed in the theater when Leo's character went under. Everyone went in there looked at me like they wanted me filleted with a spoon. I don't give this movie my best. That's fair.
It's not worth it.
Gore could do no wrong. That is very true. James Cameron certainly liked getting in touch with his feminine side, especially once he gets married to another beard for the $5. We were saying this earlier, and obviously Melvin made a post saying that this is probably the last good action film that both Arnold and Cameron made before the decline probably happened. But
this is definitely his last good film.
I think this is the marker. I mean, this is already showing the bad tendencies that are just going to keep coming on. It's too long. The pacing has issues with it. The kid can just fuck off. That entire last act is unnecessary and excessive.
Yeah.
I will throw this in. The Eliza Dushku, she's nowhere near as annoying as John Connor was in T2.
That's also true. T2 was already a problem because it's him trying to go with I'm going to make the mainstream audience movie, and there he went. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Alicia, how do you say her name?
I always said, I thought it was Eliza Dushku.
Okay, apparently she was sexually assaulted on the set of this movie. So.
Oh wow! Really?
It's like the
that sounds to me like one of those Hollywood true lies.
Oh, really? It was stunt coordinator?
Something like that.
Yeah, just kind of get a little bit into the beginning of this first sort of masculine-ish scene here. I don't know if I'm going to say ish for every single thing, but maybe a little bit. I mean, I do think this one is a good example of how Harry is able to use some precision, his charm, and at least some sort of tactfulness for the infiltration of the mansion. Again, he has 17 years under his belt, so he's kind of good at least some things. Being a spy, obviously it's a little plot convenience here with him being able to just sneak right in past the dogs. Although I kind of chuckled at this part at the timing of it all.
Here's where this movie, I don't know if we can compare to most other Arnold films. Most Arnold films that are action films have comedy in them, but they're still action films. This is legit a comedy. So in terms of the plot convenience and contrivances, I mean, I feel like that's a bit more forgivable because
they're really parroting Bond movies and things like that, right?
Yeah.
You know, except that Bond can actually blend in with people, whereas Arnold walking around is already amusing with him, you know, trying to look like he fits in with all of these scrawny people, and you know, he's twice their size.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say like it is a showcase of him having competence and confidence in what he is able to do, because he's able to, again, like him sticking out like a sore thumb and being able to somehow like navigate, again, like contrivances, sure, but he's able to.
Yeah, I do like the social
languages.
Hacking. Well, yeah, he has like, you know, he's, you know, multilingual and clearly fluent in all of them, but also that he just acts like he belongs there. If he's confronted, then
he's very adaptable.
He's going at them, and people tend to be like, "Oh, wait, what? You know, it must be someone important," and they back off. And when he bumps into the colonel,
the colonel, and he's like, "Who was that guy?
Who was that?"
You know, but he's a ladies' man, and he's good at picking up a chick here and being able to smooth talk her into at least getting her card from her boob sweat, since that's part of the theme tonight is sweating. You know, Vex, have you ever kept a card there by any chance, or a cash?
I've kept a lot of things in my bra because I am a bustier woman, so there's room.
Yeah, Bex actually has a card catalog in her in her cleavage.
Card catalog, extra change, bills. If you want a pen and paper, that's also there.
Yep.
Drugs, if we're at an illicit event, cigarettes, lighters. It's
a replacement battery for your phone.
A flask,
yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yep.
Flask? She's got a keg in there.
The whole 6. Yeah, okay. Jesus.
Actually, I have been able to hide like a wine cooler in there before. So
it's more of a wine warmer by the time it comes out.
What's up, Wafer? How you doing, man? Don't mind my deep, strong Austrian accent, but I'm a full-blown American. I know, yeah. I work for the government agency, but don't mind me. It's good to see you, Colonel. Yeah. For her phone. Mary, that's actually good. Good analogy.
I prefer it to be more of a Mary pop out bag, but
yeah, if they're popping out, that'd be all
right. But yeah, I think
Rossi is so bricked the fuck up right now.
I haven't seen him in a while, so
I mean, he already had his sock out when he was talking about the back sweat.
Came in prepared. Yeah. But yeah, I'd say for this scene and what he has to do here, he's able to, again, like navigate what he needs to do, even to the point where at the end of this, I love this part though. It's like I have to take a major league in perfect Arabic. I know some Arabic, and I'm like, I don't think that was anything close to what needed to be said there. But yeah, I think this is one of those things where in the movie where you like, if you're watching this for the first time and you realize that, oh yeah, this might be like a very masculine movie here. And you're kind of in this belief that you because it's Arnold as well, like you think that he has the elegance, he's a weapon in of himself because of his stature, and obviously he's always going to play that same sort of character for the most part, and him just not belonging there, but still being able to again show his confidence and talking to Juno here. And win her
how
over.
Big are her heels to make her that tall on Arnie?
They've got to be at least a solid, like, I don't know, 4-inch heels.
I was thinking 4 or 5 inch heels. Yeah,
I think she's about 5'8" in real life. She's quite tall.
Yeah, so she's a taller woman in real life. But yeah, Arnold's what 6'2", right?
6'2", I think.
6'2", yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, she again like super hard at this angle, but she's got to be at least like. Maybe I think I have a better. Yeah, here's might be a little bit of a better one.
Okay, it's a little bit different.
Can I just add in? I think this is fitting since it's a masculine stream, but this was like the ideal beauty for me growing up as a kid. I'd never seen a woman more beautiful than Tia Carrera.
Oh yeah,
she was amazing. She didn't age well. Have you seen her lately?
Oh yeah, Lilo and Stitch. She didn't look that great, but oh my god, throughout the 90s and even early 2000s.
Yeah, but this year and Wayne's World as well.
Even with all the work Arnie's had done, he still looks better than either of these broads.
I mean, Jamie Lee Curtis is Jewish, so that explains a lot right there.
Yeah.
I didn't know this, but I'm also not surprised.
Jamie Lee Curtis was born a hermaphrodite.
Yeah, that's the
I remember
rumor.
hearing that. Yeah.
And she had to get the man parts removed when she was a baby.
I don't know, man. Like,
kid.
her body in this movie kind of puts all of that to rest. Let's be honest.
Not really. She still
No.
could have had
Hermaphrodite, you have both.
I thought hermaphrodite was literally only sex organs. So you saw the full body of a woman, but like also just
Right. It's like you generally have like a vestigial from one or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it is hard to tell in this movie. So I remember hearing this when I was, maybe like in high school when I first saw this movie, and I'm like, I don't know how that could be or how that is or if it's really true or not. But it was just something that was brought up.
You see her like squat down to the ground, like you get really intimate with her bits and bobs down there in this movie, and there ain't no peen in there.
That's what they said. It was removed when she was like born or early child.
Yeah, that was
say what you want about her nowadays and her political views and the fact that she's an absolute slag, but goddamn, that scene still goes hard.
I'm sure a lot of us probably would have.
I always thought Jamie Lee Curtis's face was a bit masculine.
It is a bit of a tangent, but it's okay. I mean, we're talking about hot chicks.
I would say that she's actually she's best in A Fish Called Wanda.
Haven't watched that movie.
Who's in that one?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh yes,
John Cleese and Kevin Kline. It's one of them films that wasn't that funny that everybody raved about because it was English.
No, it was mostly because of Jamie Lee Curtis going off every time somebody had an accent.
Yeah, but I mean, he does the spy part well, and this is again like where I feel like, to your point, Leon, you can first start to see some of the comedy from Tom Arnold's character start to blend in with like, all right, buddy, stay focused here. And I mean, I'd say for the most part, if you can do these sorts of things, like again, like he's winning the woman over here because he needs to do that. That's part of his job, right? It's a better height. Look at the height right here. So she's probably like maybe 6 feet.
Now that I think she's standing on something because when they were dancing, she's shorter and now she's taller again.
Interesting. But yeah, she takes the card out of her bra and hands it to him, and they're going to do business later. And that's like it's an interesting intro. That again, I feel like for the sake of the depth of this scene here, like it's about Arnold or Harry having to wear different masks to accomplish a mission, right? Without losing like his sort of authenticity here. Like he's able to, dance, talk in different languages. Again, like these are things that are necessary to be a spy, as we've seen in other movies here. But I think it does show that he has a calculation to him, that he's able to have some restraint. Because I feel like if this were Bond, he probably would have taken her upstairs and shagged. Shall we shag now or shag later?
None of us would blame him if he did want to do that.
Oh, and that's where I was like, I mean, I would have been like, hey, like, there's got to be like at least 50 rooms in here. Surely one of them is probably vacant. So you mind showing that to me?
I've got a question, right? You meet this girl here at a party, right? And she pulls a business card out of her bra and hands it to you. Is it inappropriate to start looking at it right there? Should you go somewhere private before you lick the card?
No, I'm actually just really annoyed at the illogical aspect of the way this is shot, to where there's not like a rectangular indentation in her titties, because no one's carrying just one business card in her bra. She needs to have a stack of them bitches.
Just spread out all over.
You can carry just one business card, man, because you got to think as well. Like you still want them bitches to look good, right? So you put too many cards in there, it becomes obvious, and then you've got these weird Minecraft hits, and no one wants that.
Yeah, but now you have to really pick and choose who's gonna get that singular business card. It seems like an inefficient way to run a business.
Well, she's been fucking Arnie this entire time in this movie so far, so I think she put that business card in there with a specific intent.
Yeah, and it ain't about business.
Right. That was to pick up an Austrian man.
Yeah, so you think she just had it like kind of locked and loaded just in case some like white knight kind of walks up to her to save her because, as she says, like she's just surrounded by a bunch of billionaires, right? By people with money who are short and look like thumbs, I guess. They don't look interesting aside. And then here comes Arnold, who's got like a jawline. He's taller, chiseled and getting ready to be like, oh, like, how are you? Would you like to tango? Like, okay, sure. Let's tango. And then here's my titty card. Like, I had a clip for this, but maybe I didn't. Interesting. It's like totally
it's a weird thing to say you have a clip for.
No, it was something that Tom Arnold says here. It says
he dances with her for just like 30 seconds and already.
Oh yeah, I do. I just had to upload it real quick. Hold on a second, and it is probably good. Okay, here we go. That's also for the people that just threw some donations in. It was Waylon and Jerry. This is for you guys. Hang on.
Son of a bitch is with her 2 minutes and she's ready to bear his children. All right, Twinkle Toes, what's your exit strategy?
Yeah. 2 minutes and ready to bear his children. Gotta love that smooth talking from Arnie. Yeah, I mean, so what do you guys think about his infiltration skills? Do you think his ability to do this sort of thing, like obviously kind of builds him up as a masculine character at first, and then obviously starts to kind of like fart out, or what?
No, I think it's clear he's competent in his work. And yeah, things go a little sideways. But he still was able to adapt to it. I don't think there's any problems with this initial setup. It's just kind of as things go on that you're like, oh, that's too bad.
The exit strategy wasn't great, was it?
No.
Just to add to, like, it's a very nice setup to see, because we see different sides of masculinity just through his one character, right? So we see that very like typical James Bond-esque spy, which is a nice kind of, you do a nice 180 later on past this scene, right, where he becomes a family man.
Yeah.
But he's also like it lays a lot of foundation, so that he's a very intelligent man. He kind of knows what's important. He's able to stay very focused. I think I agree that the getaway is a little bit sloppy, but I think as establishing him as a masculine character off the bat, this film does a great job. And I do enjoy that Tom Arnold, even though he's more or less the comedic relief, more often than not, when you see those type of characters, it doesn't vibe well with the main character, but it like complements Arnie's like almost kind of like stoic demeanor in this like opening scene quite well. So good opening scene.
Yeah, they just told you everything you needed to know about the character and the team here. Like the team,
exactly,
is very good, and it does everything like Bond, all debonair and smooth and things like that. Does what it has to do, and then when the explosions start, it turns back into John Matrix again and just starts killing people.
Yeah, clanging guard dogs' heads together in mid-leap.
I know. I honestly forgot about this part, but when I saw it, I'm like, yeah, this is quite hilarious and would never happen. But there again, it just kind of goes to this character of his, and I would say this is a little bit more on the macho side of him being able to catch two dobies at the same time and like kind of clocking their heads together, and them kind of being like, oh, like we're not going to chase this dude now because
he told him to stay.
Yeah, like
it's like a scene. This is a scene that should have been in Top Secret. I mean, it's just that kind of parody.
Nice, Gordon. Yeah, I know. That's the downfall. It's like more the tragedy of this movie. Because even though this whole getaway thing is pretty humorous in a way. The way he's able to just dodge between the trees, take out people who are skiing down the slopes, taking down people on the snowmobiles. Even when Tom Arnold eventually shows up, he just tells him things lean back or whatever, and he shoots some other people kind of coming down. This poor schmuck here just gets shot at one point as well. But yeah, I mean, I think in terms of like the way he's just able to handle hostile situations this is a precursor to what comes later on, which is obviously very higher up on the tier list of shit that hits the fan. But again, like I feel like it provides this tactical awareness to him, like being able to establish dominance in these big encounters that are on a life or death situation here. And obviously this is probably more so to Arnold's acting, if you will, but he always just looks so kind of calm and collective. Like there's just really nothing that phases him. There's like, oh yeah, there's guys chasing with guns. No big deal, because
I mean they've clearly told him to act that way. That this is none of this is a surprise. He's totally got this under control, and here you go.
Yeah, and I mean, much to your point, Vex, when it right after this part here, this domestic life contrast that shows not just like the balance, but the strain that Harry Tasker has to deal with. That you can tell the moment he gets dropped off, there's a bit of I like, it's almost like a sense of
melancholy.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say like he's not reluctant to go in, but he always just doesn't quite know like how things are going to be. Like there's almost like he's a little bit of a concern too, where he's like, all right, well,
so it's something that a lot of anime do now. They jack it up to 11 because anime comedy tropes, whatnot. But like, doesn't matter how big and strong the man is, he's afraid of his wife. Like Goku can literally obliterate galaxies, but he's afraid of his fucking wife. Like it's there's that trepidation about going home to the wife, the kids, the normal life. Doesn't matter how big and strong you are. They fucking rule the roost if you let them, sort of thing.
Well, the other thing is that he has to switch roles, and getting out of that one mindset into another is different. And then, you don't know what on his missions, it's pretty clear. Here's the goal and all that. You don't have that really in family life. You're just living day to day, and as things come up, you deal with it. It's not must unlock this achievement to succeed today.
There's a thing here where, I mean, he gets back there and Tom Arnold's got all these excuses for him and got the gift for his daughter and things like that. And you got to kind of question that at the end of the movie, or near the end of the movie, it says he's been doing it for 17 years. He's been a spy for 17 years.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to wonder in his head, what part is real to him? Is the spy job more real than the family? Is the family just another undercover thing, really, in his head?
Yeah, the Batman Bruce Wayne thing.
Yeah, he has to have this dual life, this responsibility of being this spy 17 years into your point, Melvin, where what is he playing more? Is he playing the field more, or is he playing the home more? Because like the way he comes in, the way his wife sort of rolls over on him, and again he's almost like kind of letting out this sigh, like, all right, another night at home, can't wait to get back in the field. Like he almost loves the game more than the family life, because that's where he probably spends more of his time.
He's got to pretend to be the married man again. I mean, he really seems disinterested in the family life.
Yeah, which I know later on, like, when he has the truth serum, he does say, like, that he loves his wife, and equally when she's getting in slightly interrogated, she says that she still loves him despite him being absent for their entire marriage, right? So it is pretty interesting that sort of contrast. But this he just doesn't even know like what like his daughter enjoys. Like he's very out of touch, which again is not something that you want to see from a father. It's like, how old is she? 14? Go ahead, Max.
Yeah, she's like 13 or 14. But if I may, like, I don't really think that he's bored or disappointed with his family life. I think this is more just indicative of, like, because I'm sure we've all experienced this or maybe just fallen into it, but it's just like you get so caught up in the day-to-day of things that you tend to lose sight of why you're doing what you're doing, like what the bigger picture is, and things like just not knowing what your daughter is still into when she's clearly a teenager and not a little girl anymore is just one of those things. So I just kind of saw this more indicative, like, this is just how marriages are. This is how a long-term commitment is. This is what it tends to fall into at one point or another. And that's not necessarily a bad thing or a disappointing thing. Because this entire interaction, you just like them getting ready, you still see that there's a connection. He's there for a reason. He cares about what's going on. So
I mean, so to agree with that even further, like anecdotally speaking, my kid loves Minecraft, obsessed with it, and before was young and just watched whatever movie was on, TV or whatnot, because dad was watching it or whatever. So Minecraft comes out, and I say, hey, do you want to go see it? Kid goes, nah, the movie looks like shit. And I was like, okay, well, first of all, great opinion, but also I was surprised. Like, at what point did you go from liking everything because bright colors and it's something I like to actually being able to watch a trailer and make an informed decision and whatnot? And it blew me by. So now extrapolate that to someone whose life is not mundane in the slightest. They're going on globe-trotting adventures and stopping terrorists and whatnot. The mundane of the regular day-to-day, even by that standard, is easily exponentially more missable.
Yeah, I mean, I would say here that this does show like how a man can excel in one world, but kind of falter in the other, because I think because of the duality that he lives in and has lived in for 17 years now, it has created emotional distance, which I think highlights the isolation of him, that comes with this masculine responsibility that I think he's compartmentalized, like what it means to protect, and obviously he is protecting them, right? Like his job itself inherently protects his family and the world, or at least the nation rather. But it's more so like, does it protect him from what he's burdened because of the job as well? Like that's what comes at a cost. Like he has to sacrifice this closeness, as you kind of put, Vex, like being tender to your wife and your kid, your family, like being the family man. Like he's kind of lost that, and being able to excel. But I think he does try to like complete or trying to control the narrative when he's at home. Like he's still trying to be the provider, but I think at the same time, like his wife has her own job. I think in some cases, like there's a little bit of an imbalance. That's why he thinks that she's cheating on him, but I think it's more so something that he creates in his own mind, right? Like she still loves him at heart, as we know.
Yeah, like I guess I disagree with part of that, just because like when I was growing up, my dad was very much the same way. Like he's a doctor, so like he was on call a lot. Like there were a lot of things that he missed out on because of his job, but that didn't really take away happiness or priority from like other, like the bigger things and what the commitments are. So like I don't see this interaction or the way that he's compartmentalizing these two parts of his life as necessarily a negative thing or something that he takes like personally as a negative thing or anything. I just see this as this is just a suburban dad, and especially if we're looking at the 90s, like this was just kind of what most of middle America life was like. You had a working father. He was a big man in a suit usually. He went to work every day. He still came home for dinner and all that stuff. So I find it's just more reflective of the time in which the values of the home were vastly different than they are now. And that doesn't make the character any less masculine. I think, if anything, that upholds him as still a very masculine character, regardless of what his job is.
You could put it down to some kind of like an adrenaline junkie, an addiction to the action, to the
the
adventure of it. Like in Point Break. When Keanu Reeves started skydiving and things, it was never going to be the same again, was it?
Well, but the other thing is that plenty of men are workaholics. That they go out, and that is I do the thing because it provides for the family. Also, that it's kind of a way to establish status and meaning and value in an objective world. And by the way, he can't share what he does at work with his wife.
Yeah. So you think, I mean, obviously she finds out. So, and the tone at the end of the movie is completely different. Like things have shifted in a major way, which now they're at least the two of them, the husband and wife are very happy. And then by default, the kid's happy because now mom and dad are happy, as they're playing Thumb War, and he doesn't understand that simple game. But No, I mean, I don't disagree with what you used as a story vex. I mean, I know people who work 60, 80 hours a week because number one, they enjoy what they do, but also like, yeah, like they're providing and they're providing a very I don't want to say extra life as if it's a bad thing.
There's
by
that
any means.
duty, that
Like,
obligation as the man of the house, as the
well,
father.
yeah, I mean, I
right?
feel like,
Yeah.
I mean, as a few people that I know, again, like they could work less hours. They could use that time to spend like with their loved ones. But it's sort of like, I mean, like the saying, like work hard, play hard, right? Like, a couple of dudes I know, like that's what they do. They work 80 hours a week, and then they take very expensive vacations, and they live very glamorous lives because that's their choice. And then but when I talk with them on the side and we catch up for a bit, and I'm like, "Dude, how you doing? I just like, are you good? Like you sound mentally, physically right." And sometimes it's like, dude, I'm fucking stressed, or it comes down to that. I miss my kid, or miss my girl, like, and I'm like, well, dude, like you could work less, my guy, like, there is that option. It's like, oh yeah, but just I love doing what I do. I love the grind. I'm like, I mean, I get you, man, but that's where the balance comes in. Like that's where, that missed time, can never be,
you can't get it back once it's gone. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I feel like for maybe Arnold's character here, like he's had 15 years worth of missed time, which I think has taken a toll on him. And obviously, like to a certain point of his wife, when she admits, like, I just wanted to feel something for once and just do something different. And she got a taste of that, and like it felt good, as she states. So and again, like you can't wrong her for that. But I think it was also a breaking moment for him to understand, like, oh shit, like,
well, you say you can't wrong her for that, and I agree. I think that what this movie does is, I think it does very intelligently, is that there is a line, and it's you can only wrong somebody for something. At least you can only wrong somebody for it and be on the right yourself once they cross said line. And like throughout the course of this film, his wife, Jamie Lee Curtis's character, she never actually crosses that line. In fact, she rejects the relatively forced attempts to have, someone tries to coerce her to cross that line. So yeah, I think that at the end of the day, she actually does come out as, having the dub in this. Now, whether that's masculine or not, therefore for the show, I don't really know. I'd let you guys, have a conversation about that. But at the end, I think it's something this movie handles very well.
Yeah. This is true. Cameron has always been a feminist. What's up,
Oh,
Caravaggio?
yes. Oh, yes, he has. Yeah.
Oh, even in this era, like the 80s, really?
Oh,
like
yes. If you read some of his interviews,
like
like even back to him.
I thought this was
This
like
is 90. This is
This is
92.
like 94.
But like I'm even saying like going back to like the 80s, like when when he did Terminator and Aliens, like
right. But his partner was actually more manly than he was. That's why she ends up making better movies throughout her career.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, who was his partner?
Catherine Bigelow.
Yeah, Bigelow.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
I believe he
Not
divorced her
Bigelow.
for the chick that plays the granddaughter in Titanic.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
That's fucking funny.
Going
I
good,
didn't know
Gemma.
that.
Didn't they divorce her for Linda Hamilton?
Oh, maybe it was Linda Hamilton first, and then the granddaughter from Titanic.
Who's the granddaughter in Titanic?
The blonde chick, like she just shows up in the current day scenes.
All
She's
right.
the one that takes
Gotcha,
care
good
of
soul.
Old Rose. That one.
Yeah.
I
can't
watched some
remember
of
her name.
Titanic a couple of days ago. Leonardo died because that stupid fat tart wouldn't stay on the lifeboat. He would have lived.
Yeah, I saw something that said like there was enough
And there's room on that. Come on.
Yeah, didn't like Mythbusters or someone break it down, like actually recreate the door, recreate the conditions, recreate the weight, the whole nine? Like,
Yeah, if they had
Yeah.
put the life jacket underneath the door, it would have provided enough buoyancy for both of them to lie on the door and out of the water.
There's a video popped up a couple of days ago. James Cameron went and recreated it. And
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I
And
saw
it-
that video.
showed
I
he
was
would have lived. But had she stayed on the lifeboat initially when he first put her on, he would have had the door to himself.
I just man, it's a bummer because Leonardo DiCaprio did live, like IRL, and that's the bummer.
It's a good thing that Jack died in that movie because their life together would not have worked out.
Yeah, Jack was the lucky one. He realized, oh, this is my opportunity to get away from this bitch. Let's go.
I gotta just take this chick's V card while she's still in her prime, and then I get to dip. Hell yeah.
Sweet.
See, had it been the other way and she had died and he had lived, and then he went back to dive on the wreck with Bill Paxton.
Jack certainly wouldn't have got rid of no fucking Jewel.
No, and he could have told the story of the two luckiest escapes of his life.
Okay, so there's this obviously like this suspicion that when Harry tries to do something nice and surprise her, right? Because it's like you know, I fucked up. I need to, see if I can take her out to lunch, and she gets this mysterious phone call, and obviously like I would never have acted this way, but he's like like sulking through the intersection, almost gets hit by a bus, right? Like.
I feel like this is for comedic effect more than anything.
That's what I was about to say. I don't know if you can consider this
but...
emasculine or emasculating because it is for the comedy, Like,
well,
that's
what I was going to ask. If you think it's
talk about toxic masculinity on these streams, that like when dudes do go too far, we've been really good talking about that. Let's say we were doing Happy Gilmore. Would you call his spontaneous angry outbursts like, oh, that's toxic masculinity? No, because it's for the comedic effect of the movie. Like,
but it's also integral to the character as well. And I mean this walk of misery, whatever. After this, it's all beta bitch rolling the whole way because I need to spy on my wife. I need to do this. It's like hold the hell up, hold up.
Yeah.
When Tom Arnold is the more manly of the two, that things have gone wrong for Arnold.
Yeah.
He got it right, though. Tom Arnold got it right when Arnie's having his panic attack, and Tom Arnold says, she's what did he say? She's a living, breathing woman, and you're never there.
Yeah.
And it's like,
it's right here when he says it. Yeah. Yep. That was the mic drop. Like, wake up, dude. Like, like move on. Like, if that's the case, so be it. Like, he's just speaking from experience to a certain extent, but it was
because Tom has been cucked multiple times. But again, he has a certain distance. So, but he's pointing out, hey, here you go. And again, I mean, Tom Arnold is more of a man for like the next hour than Arnie is.
Yeah, it's like he's kind of just going like full retard for a bit here in cuckedness. Even when he starts throwing like the spoon down, is trying to get like mashed potatoes. I mean. Although this is where that nice little gif comes from, and it kind of zooms in on his face when she's lying to him, where obviously true lies, but like this is such a great look though. It's too bad he's in this like super cuck mode right now, which I feel like for him. Like, this is an opportunity for him to hold his emotion, and he does the complete opposite, right? Like him trying to tap his wife's phone. I think the movie tries and like it for his character, like it's almost like trying to make him vulnerable, but it's the complete opposite. Like he's just cucking himself, right? And it's sad to see for his character and what we know his character to be like, like reading through transcripts of a phone call. I mean, it's, him crumbling up the paper, like he's getting pissed off about it. Like, I mean, like throwing temper tantrums, like when you, like you said, good one, when you're the voice of reason is your right-hand man, Gib, who's living in a cucked, house right now, like that's when that things are just bad. Like it's right here when he says like, oh, but get in touch with your feminine side, like it's okay to feel this way, and it's like, no, you shouldn't be feeling this way at all. Like you have a job to do.
May I? I guess I'm not. I understand where you're coming from with the cuck angle, but I don't quite see it that way, especially when he finally confronts Bill Paxton later on, and it's more to just like put the fear of God in him.
Oh,
the other thing too is like, yeah, what we get with those two opening scenes with him at the charity event or whatever, and then him getting ready with his wife in the morning, we can see that this is a man that literally compartmentalizes every reaction and every emotion he could have. And in the safety of what he thought was his home, like a permanent comfort, that was steady, that was consistent, that would never change, suddenly that is completely broken wide open. And it's his wife is like so meek and frazzled, so it makes even less sense because you can see that part of the appeal for her as a wife, as a partner, is that she is that safety net. She's something that is the complete opposite of his day-to-day job and something that she can rely on. So I just like it's
not only that, though,
drummed up
Vex,
for
but
comedic effect.
To add to that thought, though, I think we're using the definition of cuckrom because I would say, you could make an argument that this is self-emasculating and whatnot, and there's a discussion to be had there. But a cuck is someone that gets off on this, whereas he
don't worry,
it.
We'll get to a cuck scene.
He's getting like we're saying, like he's starting to fall into this mindset, right? Like it's the snowball effect that happens, and again, like to your point, Vex, like he does snap out of it, right? It's almost like he realizes the error in his way. It's like, fuck was I
Right,
doing?
like he's just gonna go through the motions and get the reaction out, and then you see that a plan forms, and then he kind of goes back into the Harry that we kind of see in that opening scene. But yeah, I guess I don't see it as emasculating or cucky as you guys do, just for how it turns out later.
Yeah, neither do I. But I mean, here's a question: like, you're married for 15 years, and you believe your wife is cheating on you. What is your reaction going to be?
I'm gonna directly talk to her and not go, oh, I'm gonna use the NSA to spy on her and to come to my conclusions and mope around and all that. No, solve the problem. You've been married for 15 years.
How many? This is like hypothetical, of course. How many FBI men or whatever do you think are trying to tap their ex-wife's phones? Probably a lot.
I think all of them probably are in one way or another.
I think that's more the NSA, but yeah. But no, I mean, again, I would agree that this is emasculating, but not that she's emasculating him or anything. It's just that he's failing to properly handle the situation in a stoic fashion, and so you can argue that is a failure of his masculinity. He's not practicing proper stoicism. But again, I guess the best way to put it, like to go with what Melvin was saying. Is he handling this incorrectly emotionally? Absolutely. But by the same token, even the most masculine individuals have flaws and follow them and don't have this perfection all the time. So is there a redemption factor? Does the masculinity come forth later after the acknowledgement of his failures is realized? And that's, I think, what makes masculinity.
And there's also the shock factor. I mean, it's shocked him. This is a man who can, as we've seen in the opening scene, he can deal with anything. Nothing is too much for him. And then he has this happen, and it's like he doesn't know what to do. It's like it's a complete shock to the system.
Right, that's why I'll forgive the stunned walk when he comes back or whatever. But he then has several days where he gets to show the red ass, and it does affect his work as well.
Yeah, I'll say, like, people can definitely act differently, and for the sake of this, and I can say the same. Like, I think there are some things that are forgivable, and because again, if you've ever been in the situation, like, you could probably think about how you've handled it before. But I'd say
I have a story for you later. I have a funny story.
I mean, yeah, like, and I think it's different too. Like, if you're dating a chick for a year and then you find this out, but like 15 years worth of marriage. Plus some, like, that's obviously got a lot more weight to it in terms of what he's dealing with Helen. So I understand, like, it being such a shock and awe of this potentially happening, but at the same time, like, you could also say he could use his craft to deduce whether or not it's true. And I'm not saying like that he should use his tools illegally to find out and to spy on her, because again, that's where, like, it's just not, like, I think in some ways he's emasculating himself. But I think in terms of what he should have done, would just wait it out, maybe think about it a little bit more and talk to her. But I understand, like, that might not be super easy for him because that's not what he's used to. That's not what he's been doing for however long, right? Like, maybe in the beginning of their marriage, they had, very good communication, or maybe in the last, 1, 2, 5, 10 years, maybe, like, they just haven't had that great of a communication. And that's why doesn't feel like he can actually go to her and be like, Helen, I need to know if you're actually cheating on me because I heard you talking to Simon on the phone. You know, like, and just be like, hey, listen, I was going to surprise you at work, and you know, you had a phone call and dipped out. And but you know, she could also say at the same time, like, well, why didn't you speak up and say like, hey, it's me, your husband, I'm here, right? Like there's a lot of things you could say and build, you know, dialogue on in different ways, but that's not what we got here, unfortunately, with the sake of James Cameron's movie. But I would say for how he handles it, right? Like when he actually confronts Simon, you know, and takes him in the Corvette, which is hilarious. You know, when he has that sort of, you know, brief vision of what he wants to do to him when he's running his mouth and just like, you know, punch him and you know, knock him out. He can't do that, so he finds
instead he'll use federal resources and a helicopter and all that, because that's
pull
much
people
better.
off duty.
Yeah,
you know, like the whole thing, right? And like raid his trailer, use a little dark room, right? Like
thermite.
The day he spent dealing with that, the day he spent dealing with that, or the couple of days he spent dealing with that was time he lost on the other case.
Yes.
And a million people could a nuclear explosion because of that.
You could, right? Like, and that's the thing. Like, where him falling prey to his own emotions here, doesn't allow him to focus on his job, his actual task of being masculine and really protecting people. I understand he's concerned for his marriage, but there again, like, you don't know anything. He doesn't have any actual evidence to justify these things. He heard a brief conversation in a cubicle in her office,
and he jumps to a conclusion.
Women gossiping, like, holy shit, that's what you're going off of? Women fucking gossiping? If every man were to act,
I mean, that's what I base my national policy off of is women's gossip.
Sorry, Vex. You know,
I'll be real. Two things. One, that's I'm not gonna say it's normal, it's rational, but it is normal because dudes, you know, frequently don't understand women. But also, this problem could have been solved if he just hired Pam Bondi.
Would it have though?
No, it wouldn't have.
Yeah, he'll never know the answer.
Philip, running aside in the comment earlier. Good to see you gentlemen here tonight. Well, let's play a couple clips of our friend Simon.
She's like all these babes. You get their pilot lit, they can start a leaf blower.
I love Bill Paxton in this. He is great.
Dude,
I've never seen him turn in a bad performance. I really haven't.
Yeah.
Why does Sammy hate Bill Paxton, man?
Jealousy.
Sammy hates Bill Paxton?
Yeah, he did that at NIATS. Yeah, he was like, because when we were doing Aliens, he was bitching about Paxton.
I don't think had Sammy ever been invited back until last week after that, because the chat turned on him so hard.
No, we did.
I think last week was literally his first time back on Niat's show in like 5 months or something.
He was banned after that comment.
Yeah, it was like, I don't know about this.
No, yeah, I mean,
I think he had to send his Bill Paxton fan club card to Niat before he was allowed back.
Hold on. Honest question.
He had to write like, I will not denigrate Bill Paxton.
Exactly. Yeah.
When he made that comment, though, was he asleep?
No. He was actually awake. It wasn't interpretation of snoring. No, it was.
Okay. All right.
And no one was narrating his life at
Dax,
that moment.
fuck you.
It is. I mean, it was. It was shocking.
Yeah. I got a couple other funny clips here. Yeah. Again, this is sort of a bit of a comedic vibe going on here when Gibbs is trying to, again, like, hey, it's not so bad, man. Like, look what happened to me with my divorces, right? Like, it's okay. Like, and he's like,
it's nothing serious. You'll get used to it soon.
Stop cheering me up.
But that's when Gibbs was like, bro, I'm about to drop the mic and hit you with the truth hammer. But I love some of this dialogue here, including this clip.
Completely empty. She even took the ice cube trays out of the freezer. What kind of a sick bitch takes the ice cube trays out of the freezer?
I love that line. Oh my gosh.
So good.
I think I've dated her.
I say, yeah, I had a very visceral response, like a very similar response when me and my ex-wife split. Like, she had the nerve to ask me, "Hey, can I take all the Pokemon games?" I was like, "You know what? Fucking take them. I bought all of them for you, but I bought them for you. But it was my money. But sure,
all of
fucking
them?
take them."
They didn't keep like one.
That's cold, Leon.
Yeah, the only one I kept is the one that was literally like, "This one's for our kid." Like, no, this one stays with me, so she has something to play when we're here. But no, you can take all the rest.
Wait, is this true? Is that true?
Yeah, I was not joking.
No, we're talking about
Jake's comment. Is that
that
what
is?
happened?
I mean, I can believe it. I mean, you can. There's some vengeful bitches. They will do some crazy shit.
Oh man,
it was
There's
exactly
no limit.
Ronan.
There's no limit.
Yeah. Okay, so no, where are we at here? The truth serum and sort of like confessions bits are about to come up, and again, after government or federal resources, this raid where you can see a nice little booger and
this entire scene is great.
See,
it is.
See Jamie Lee Curtis's face there. Can you flick back to that picture of a surprise? She looks like Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh, a little bit. I see it. Yeah.
Wow.
She does. Holy shit.
The haircut doesn't help.
But like
yeah.
with a bit of Will Ferrell.
She's got
The
a very
lighting's
manly
not doing
face.
it justice.
Yeah, and not even a good-looking guy. She's got a guy's face, but a very kind of mid guy.
If you just put a paper bag over Jamie Lee Curtis, 10 out of 10.
Yep.
That
Definitely.
face just brings it all down.
Yeah, especially in this movie.
She polishes up nicely later on, though.
But you still got to put a paper bag on the face.
Make her wear big sunglasses.
Really big.
Ski goggles.
Yeah.
A welder mask, something like that.
Yeah, I mean she's got she's very fit in this movie. But it's
this was
unfortunate,
after she had a baby too. They filmed this.
Yeah,
this
really.
was
That's amazing condition to be in after a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, what do you guys think about this? Because obviously, it's kind of a sleazy thing to do to your wife to get information out of her. Also, I love how the voiceover of the deep voice that changes doesn't have that same sort of.
I mean, have you ever tried to
Austrian
transfer from a
delivery.
woman? Sometimes this is literally the only option.
I thought, like I don't agree with the approach, but I just thought it was funny because you have the two worlds finally colliding after so many years of keeping them separate. And on top of that, you can kind of tell, again, much like their marriage when they were getting ready earlier, there's this inability to communicate properly on both ends. So I saw this as funny more than I saw it as emasculating or immoral or anything like that.
Do you think that in this sense here, like he's trying, because he does it later on, obviously with Simon, because that's where it's called for to assert his dominance. But do you think there's any of this coming out of him here with his wife? I mean, like, because in some cases you could look at it as, well, he's hiding behind, a reflective glass, pane. He's not even using his real voice. Obviously the bits that Tom Arnold says are hilarious. Again, that's where like the comedic interrupts, fit very well. But I kind of looked at this as like it's a very controlled flex.
I see it that way too. Like this is also him using his spy techniques for another purpose, right? I need to collect information, then I can figure out what the appropriate response and outcome is and move forward from there. It's very methodical, even though there's still a ton of emotion behind it.
Yeah, like it's a power play, right? She has no idea what's happening here, and he even says if we need to learn or know about every nitty gritty detail, like we're going to do so. Everything that's private, we need to know, even though it's like this is coming from him, so he knows much about what's happening. But he wants to know, like, did you sleep with Simon? And she says no. And obviously, the biggest line or the biggest question he asks is like, do you still love your husband? And she says yes, and she gets very emotional. I mean, she starts to have that women rage where she starts taking the damn stool to the glass, and I mean, even both of them are kind of just like like leaning back in case I'm like, dude, shouldn't you guys know that the glass won't break? But I get it's still like the effect, like, whoa, like she's like being for real now. Like there's nothing about her that is lying. And she's telling the truth. There's
that's the first rule of lying, as you go with that outrageous. I'm indignant. This is I've never been. This is beyond the pale.
But this is I got this frame because you can kind of see a little bit of a tear welding up in his right eye, if you notice. Again, I don't know if it's intentional or not, but something
it's
that
probably a piece of glass.
He was just overwhelmed by her acting ability.
Yeah, maybe it was like, damn, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, I mean, this is also a very passive aggressive thing, right? I mean, I'm kind of trying to assert dominance by scaring her, but I don't have the balls to actually do it directly and actually have this conversation. So instead, I'm going to hide behind this glass and intimidate her to try to get a thing.
Well, I think the other interesting, maybe another interesting contrast is he has an opportunity here. It's just them, right? Like you've secluded yourself in this room, and sure, Gibbs is here, but he could tell him to leave, and so it's just the two of them. But when it all happens, like they're both held hostage by a terrorist organization. And that's the way she learns the truth. After she was, they were both drugged.
I'm not sure right now would be the best time to tell her, by the way, I'm the guy behind the glass who's decided to scare the living shit out of you, have somebody hit you in the head, and then bring you into this interrogation room. I mean, if you want the divorce, that's a great idea.
Yeah. Open the door and say, surprise.
Yeah, look.
I mean, it all works out in the end the way it did, but it's sort of, again,
it's some bullshit that it gets there, too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if he would have come forth at that moment, would they have been captured? Probably not, right?
Here's a question, right? Here is the question. Assuming all of us here have been cheated on at some point or other, what is your craziest reaction to have been cheated on or finding out you've been cheated on? Because I've got a good story.
Well, so I was much younger, but I drove my 69 Camaro about 90 miles an hour down back streets to the house because I knew that there was a guy there, and called him out and was ready to beat him senseless. And he had the good sense to put his hands up and go, I'm not going to hit you no matter what happens. And
I joined the police academy.
Oh dang!
Jesus,
I'm not joking. Like
extreme reaction.
I like my mentality was like, if I'm worthless to her, I need to be worthless to I need to be worth something to everyone else, and I became a cop.
That's like the old one where they go and join the French Foreign Legion.
Yeah, the Foreign Legion. Yeah.
I guess this is a women thing, but I got really vindictive. Though I don't know if high school relationships count, but it turned out the chick that he cheated on me with ended up getting chlamydia from the first guy she ever slept with, which was about a week before they hooked up. So I literally just I went, because I just had my license, so I had a car, so I drove over to his house and I confronted him about it real calm, and then I showed him the text messages and then I left.
Damn, Vex.
Anyway, it was nice talking to you. Bye.
I didn't get emotional. I just confronted him, showed him hey, let's just FYI, she's got chlamydia.
Damn.
Do you have a story, Nick?
Yeah, there's two times. One was in college. I was 19, and I mean, obviously you're in college and you're 19 years old, so there's a lot of hooking up happening, and I do remember this one chick I was dating for a bit, not very long, maybe a couple months, and then one of my buddies hit me up and was like, dude, she just tried, because we're all hanging out at a party, and I had to go to work, and I was bar backing at this bar downtown.
You were barebacking at a bar?
Yes. Yes. I say barebacking, but bar backing.
No, you said bar backing,
okay.
but I heard it as barebacking.
Did I say barebacking? And he was like, dude, she tried to come on to me, and I was like, wait, for real? And he'd left because he called me in his car and he left, and because he was like, I'm coming to grab a drink, and I'm like, okay, cool. And I confronted her the next day when I went over there. I'm like, oh, I tried to hook up with so and so, huh? She's like, what are you talking about? I was like, I kind of was very rude and a hothead, and then I kind of called her some interesting names, and then changed her contact in my phone to ungrateful whore.
Nice.
Swear to God. And there was another time where it happened when I was in my band, and I was dating this chick for about like a year, and I found out she was talking with her ex, and so I ended up finding out through a friend of mine because she saw her with him at like a different spot, and she didn't see him, and so I was like, all right, dude, thanks for looking out, and so he took a picture of them. This was like I was like oh 09.
Mm-hmm.
So like pictures were okay back then, but they weren't super great like they are now. So I just same thing. Like I confronted her and called her out. I was like, hey, so check this photo out, and I just like did one of these like, got anything to say? No? Okay, cool. And then just like, it's like so we're done now, and I'm gonna go call up a different chick and get with her. Bye.
Dang.
Yeah, no, I was pissed after that too, and I was
Dramatic exit.
yeah, no,
Okay.
it was one of those anger fucks that happened that night.
I think I've got the second best story. I think joining the police.
Wait, hold on.
Leon's reaction is the most extreme. But here's what happened. I had this girlfriend, and we were kind of on and off for about a year, just kind of like having sex, but not really serious. And then for about 5 months, we got a bit more serious. And this night, we went to a friend's birthday party, and she said she had to leave to take somebody else home because they needed a lift home. So I waited, and she didn't come back. I waited a couple hours. She never came back. In that time, I had already clicked something was wrong, because you know how you can sense when something's going on, right? So I had already clicked. And while I was waiting for her coming back, I got quite drunk, and she never came back. So I left the party, and I walked to her house, and there was a motorbike parked out the front. So I banged on the door, and she come to the door, and she wouldn't open it. And she was trying to tell me to go home. And obviously I wasn't going. I was drunk and I was angry. So I smashed the door in, and I went in, and her boyfriend was sitting there. He had time to get dressed, of course, but he was sitting there on the side of the bed, dressed. He was sitting like with his hands at his side and staring down. He wouldn't look up. He wouldn't speak. He just sat there looking at the floor. And I wanted to kill him, but I needed him to get up and do something. I needed him to get up and say something or do something. He wouldn't move. He just sat there looking at the floor. So I grabbed his keys, and I took his shoes, and I left. And I'd never driven a motorbike before. I didn't even know how to start it. So I went out the house. I was trying to start this motorbike, and I got this random passerby to show me how to start it up. And then I drove it home. And while I was driving, I threw his shoes away, and I went home. Next morning, one of our friends came to my door and said they were calling the cops if I didn't give the motorbike back. So I gave her the keys, and I went back to bed. But so that was kind of the end of that relationship, except about 6 months later, I run into her again, and then we started having sex again regularly.
Base.
I just can't believe you didn't take the ice cube trace with you.
Yeah, it's the only thing you're missing, Melvin.
I had a shoe in each hand that I was trying to drive a motorbike. What do you?
Well, you put them inside the shoes.
Yeah. Or you tie the shoes up, put them around your neck, you know.
I like way Olympus Stevens there says you should have just taken one shoe.
Who takes a shoe? I mean, honestly.
Wear them like a necklace or something. I don't know. But I tell you what, had he stood up, I'd have gone to prison.
Yeah, that was me. I motherfucked this guy up one side, down the other, and he had the good sense to just put him. He's like, nope, I'm not throwing. And had he done anything, it would have been on.
Yeah, it's one of them things. It was like he was just a skinny guy. He wouldn't have had a chance against drunk, angry me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully, thankfully it hasn't happened since then. But it was like the younger days. So I mean, I guess it's bound to happen to some people.
I love Jake's comment.
Yeah, I want to read some of these comments here because I know. I mean, Gord had a funny one. I know what happened to the last one who cheated on me and didn't see her get out of the river.
That's what I said. At least he found out she wasn't a witch.
I've been the other guy unknowingly. Apparently, he still doesn't know after 3 years. So when I travel overseas, I'll drop that bombshell on the way out. Jesus, dude. In Wayfair, you can absolutely use that. I hope you do. It's like I drove to the Holiday Inn where my then girlfriend was partying with some dude I wasn't supposed to worry about. Roughed him up a little. Then got the shit beat out of me with some other dudes.
I love the honesty there though, because I'm gonna be real, dude. I've been there. It's like, oh yeah, kick the shit out of some dude, feel real good about it. Then his bigger friends like come up and kick the shit out of me. It's like, well, no, should have picked my battles better.
Jeez, dude. Like, what did you reply back to?
I was replying to Demon Carol, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. I was the other guy once. I didn't know I was the other guy, and it turned out it was a buddy of mine from work. I was like, oh fuck, do I feel bad?
Respect, take their shoes. I know. Pro tip: cute single girls at the pub will console a poor fellow who got dumped or cheated on. It's true. That's true.
Especially if they claim they're a spy.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, that really did happen though. What was that fucking Democrat government dude who fought the Chinese spy?
Oh, there's been a few.
Oh, there's one recently. God, I'm trying to remember now. Hold on.
So that I see that clip you sent me, Jake. I'll pull that up in a few.
But no, you got to give the
Eric Swalwell.
Yeah, I got broke with, and this is terrible. And then you also do the Bill Paxton routine. I mean, that's the way you guarantee you're getting laid.
Yeah.
I love how everybody from me to be like Democrat dude fought the Chinese spy. The chat is Eric Swalwell.
Some Gavin Black.
Yeah, bang.
Because that was her name, Christine Bang.
Yep.
Who steals a shoe? Oh, they're apparently getting married soon. Wow. Damn.
Oh, it's marrying the spy.
Yep.
I'm okay in the looks department. I'm just shocked and laughing as well when I saw the guy she cheated on. Like, babe, you want to go uglier? Yeah, I guess that's it's always interesting, I guess, when you see the person or know the person that they're just leaving you for, or like making a stupid thing for. Man, God, that's I didn't the last dude that the last girlfriend that I cheated on me, the one that I showed the picture of, that dude, I'd only met him once at a party. Ironically, it was up here in Orlando because I was living in South Florida at the time. So I really didn't give a shit. Because it was like, well, if I see him here, like, which will probably never happen. There's too many fucking people here in Central Florida. But I was like, whatever. He's a taller, skinnier, lankier guy with shittier tattoos. So I was like, whatever, dude.
I remember I had a girlfriend.
I was like, I'll still get more girls than you will. So have the old baggage.
Bitch. I had one that broke up with me, and I knew who she was going with, and I was like, that will be its own punishment because I know he beats his girlfriends.
Yikes! Yeah, I didn't grab a lot of the scene, unfortunately, but I just wanted to grab this aesthetic, this nice artsy frame here.
Yeah. Also, this is when he cucks himself. He's getting off on watching his wife who thinks she's dancing for another man.
I want to put a rectangular version of this, like as my phone lock screen or my phone background, just have all the apps between her legs. Like,
oh, dude, that's a good idea.
Isn't this also like a? Isn't this a replay of a James Bond thing?
Yeah, I've seen this shot in several other movies prior to this, but yeah, this is a.
I think it's a reference to James Bond.
Mm-hmm.
Arnold wrote a book called Mein Cuck.
Dude, again, we can talk about her face all we want. I kind of agree with Melvin in that after seeing certain things, but I will say that she got great thighs, and the thighs are the best part of a woman for real.
Yeah, she like. It's unfortunate that whole scene has copyrighted music over because I tried to grab some shit and I was like, I'm not dealing with it. I just got monetized. I'm not trying to get demonetized real quick. So, but no, that it's a great scene. Like, I mean, she's got a very, very tight core. She's got banging legs. I mean, like I think her body, like you said, Vax, is like a 10 out of 10 in this film here. It's just
that fucking face, man. God.
She must have put some practice in for that as well, because she really did move like a stripper.
No, she really did. Like she got.
Yeah, but she also does. I mean, she does a good job of like doing the awkward stuff, like when she falls off the bedpost, acting like it's a stripper pole, and then falls down, and then gets back up and does it. I mean, she's doing some pretty good acting with it.
Yeah.
Hold on, I just realized Harry never addressed the fact that his wife was waxed way down smooth. Down there, and they haven't
also
been having sex.
And she didn't know that she was going to be asked to be a prostitute. They just said, hey, and dress something sexy. So she's wearing fucking hip high bikini bottoms, and I was like, oh, do you wear those regularly, or is this just something going
on? Sus, little bit sus.
I think it's
I like this dude's shirt.
It's reasonable to say that being waxed in that neighborhood is probably just kind of like basic hygiene, right?
I'm just saying, Melvin, since clearly you haven't been with a woman long term to have made that comment, but you don't always keep that completely smooth or waxed down there, especially when it's been a while and no one's looking.
Mm-hmm. Things sometimes go to seed.
And not just that, not all women grow hair down there. Definitely.
Usually the ones that hit puberty have.
Like,
Melvin, stop talking.
No, stop talking. Don't say your crimes out loud.
No, like didn't grow armpit hair and things. Didn't need to shave their armpits. Didn't grow hair there. Didn't have hair on their arms either.
Apparently, that's different from pubic hair.
You don't know. The armpit hair is the same, isn't it? Is it not?
Never change.
I'm not saying a damn thing in case this is being recorded.
I don't know. Educate me. Is armpit hair?
No, I'm not saying anything.
Melvin, if they can't grow anything down there, you probably should not be hitting on them.
Yeah, you need to just stop talking and don't say anything about that ever happening.
I'm glad I stayed away from that.
I do like Boosh saying, no, armpit hair is not on the pussy, Melvin. I mean, it is if you're doing it right, Boosh.
It depends. What if you can do all that contortionate thing?
Yeah, I mean, I've got a few positions where that might happen.
Oh, damn.
I don't think you met enough people. You ask the right questions when you meet new people.
I haven't laughed this hard since I saw a certain character lose their head in a weapons movie. Fuck.
So yesterday.
Saturday night. Who's got the better cleavage here? I don't know. Let's just change topics real quick.
Jamie's is doing her push-up bra is doing a lot of work.
Right. I was going to say, with Jamie's, you can tell that they definitely hang a bit lower. So the push-up bra is doing everything. Whereas Tia, you can see that if you were to take that top off, that is a nice, even, like fat, evenly distributed around breast.
Yeah, those will probably just hang there.
Yeah.
She did Playboy. Was it Playboy or one of the other ones?
Around
early 2000s.
I think I really do remember that, actually.
But I think it was like about 10 years too late.
Like a dude. Well,
2003.
2003, she was?
In Playboy, yep.
Yeah, that might be a past her prime.
That guy looks like an obese Zamboni. He reminds me of like the Arab version of the what's his name? Hurley from
I
Lost.
would not say she is past her prime. I'm going to share a link right now in our private
Actually,
chat.
that guy looks like an obese Zach Galifianakis.
He's
I just posted this screenshot to fucking X. I was like, I guess Vivek Ramaswamy really was a terrorist.
He looks like John Belushi, doesn't he? John Belushi with a perm.
Oh yeah, a little bit. A much fatter John Belushi.
Yeah, him and his brother combined.
It's the Belushi.
Yeah,
when the Belushi.
He's Mecha Belushi.
They bent over and touched fingertips.
Yeah, bubble suit Belushi.
Tunisian buffet goer. Those tits are spectacular. Yeah, I do not disagree there. Yeah, I think for this whole this scene here, I guess, as they're captured in as the mad scientist guy, he's obviously trying to. He's got a bit of a comedic appeal to him, just the way he operates.
I like the torture.
Yeah, I mean that needle went far deep into Arnold's arm, but I mean he's kind of used to that. Or was used to it, I guess I should say.
He's used to getting penetrated deeply.
I was saying needles into his body.
No,
for the roids. But I like the scene in terms of what it's able to produce for Arnold's character. I think he doesn't have a choice because he's under truth serum, but I feel like he's still able to be honest. In terms of showing some strength and not really be weak at this point. I mean, he kind of has no choice. So
what he needs to do is tell Jamie to have a big steaming cup of shut the fuck up about the, oh my God, you lied to me. Hello, bitch. Let's just talk about your life recently.
Yeah. I mean, but she gets everything that she needs to know. Are we going to die? Yes. But they obviously don't. Like, which was that a lie?
They're probably going to shoot us in the head or torture us to death. Or
they did.
Was that a lie though? Because he actually broke out of his handcuffs.
But she said, "Are they going to kill us?" And he's like, "Yes, that's what they plan on doing." You know, and he's like, "Yeah, they'll probably shoot us in the head or torture us to death or leave us with the bomb." And she's like, "Please stop talking."
I'm kind of confused about this one myself because I think at that point he knows he's escaping already. He knows already, so he did lie, really.
So do you think the truth serum I was able to chip away at Harry a bit, like, and actually like this allowed him to strengthen his bond with Helen here?
Well, the truth is out. Well, again, this is a weak sauce because the truth is not really out for her. She doesn't really know. Like I don't know that she's put together that he was actually in the interrogation room asking her all that shit. That he was part of the commando raid that yanks her out and all that, right? All she, because remember, the whole time she's like, "Shut up, Harry, let me handle this," when she's being kidnapped or whatever. And then it's, she realizes, oh, he's actually a spy, and then throws her shit fit. And I'm like, well, you're actually a hoe. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I mean, what I put down in my notes here that obviously, like he admits the truth about his life as a spy and his love for her, and obviously, like, it's against his will because they injected him with this truth serum. But this is like him being stripped of control. Like this is he doesn't have the upper hand here. But I feel like for this moment, this shifts Helen's perception of him. Like she now sees the man behind the mask, and this is like really what starts to change things in their favor together. Like, because it's after this that they start to actually work together. Like they're starting to devise a plan to survive and to try and come out of this alive here. So, I don't think what he's again forcefully, confessing here is a way of surrendering or anything like that. But I feel like this is his true self coming out against his will again. But I feel like this is like for the better of his character. Like this allows him to.
Right, but again, it's not his choice, so it doesn't count.
Well, I mean, that is a good point, but I'd say, are those sort of moments in life still good for us when
They can be good for us, but then it's no. I mean, it certainly doesn't speak to his masculinity because he's not making the choice.
Just real quick, if I may,
I know you gotta go, yeah.
dip out. Yeah, it's well past my bedtime, but glad I got to stay awake to discover that Melvin likes them a little bit too young. So.
And now it's not very masculine of you, Vex. Is this some kind of rug pull?
Well, there's nothing masculine about going after youngins either, so I don't know what you want me to say.
Melvin, you can't do a rug pull if they don't have any of that done.
I love you, Melvin. I love you and your terrible accent.
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh, yeah, my Newcastle accent.
It's the worst fake Scottish accent I've ever heard. I'm talking about you, Melvin, not Vex.
Thank you for having me on, though, Nick. Yeah, I'm usually like in bed by like 9:30, 10, so this is just a little bit late, but this is one of my favorite movies, so very happy to at least semi-discuss it from a different point of view rather than just standard movie review. So, yeah.
What you got going on this week?
I think this like dude who thinks he's really hot is hosting like an alien Earth watch party tomorrow.
Oh, I heard about that asshole.
Yeah, I can't remember his name though.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just
a beta.
He really likes Joey Swole. Like after Joey Swole bent the knee, he just went really hard on that guy. He's like, yeah, I support Joey Swole. So
wait, after he bent, he went hard on him?
Yeah.
No, I'll be
slid
here
right into
tomorrow.
those DMs.
I'll be here tomorrow for the Alien Earth. I'm looking forward to watching those 2 episodes actually together as a group because I've never done that.
What platform is it on, by the way? Since I have to watch
it's Hulu, FX.
Hulu and FX. Yeah. So tomorrow night, y'all. It will be a little bit later for Vex, unfortunately, but and it's just for tomorrow because of the 2-episode premiere for Alien Earth, which is whatever. But 10:30 here on my channel. We're gonna do like a bit of a live, reaction analysis as much as we can on what Alien Earth provides us with Noah Hawley. Maybe it'll be good, maybe it'll be shit, but you'll get our honest takes and analysis from it. So you'll be sure to tune in. It'll be myself, Goodwin, Vex, and Pumpkinhead Gordy chatting it. So which I think is after Tinfoil Haters. So
you're still doing the watch party on your Discord, right? Okay, because I don't have Hulu up here. That's why, and I would otherwise have to wait to pirate it, and that would be after the stream.
Oh, what time is the watch party?
When it premieres.
Yeah.
So that's
8 p.m.
after Tinfoil Haters, right?
Well, it airs at 8 p.m. and then my stream
It's
will
8
go on at
Eastern.
10:30.
Gotcha. Oh, wait, are they 30-minute episodes?
1 hour episodes.
45 bullshit with the commercials, but
yeah.
And it's 2 episodes, so yeah.
So wouldn't your stream be at 10 then? Because to get through 2 episodes, it'd be...
We're doing a half-hour break in between.
Yeah, so we can
collect ourselves.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, take a break, bathroom, drink, eat, shit, whatever, all that kind of fun stuff. Vex is on. Are you on Gooch's show tomorrow, Vex?
No. Was there something going on Gooch's show tomorrow?
That's what Ross is saying.
Yeah, you've been squeezed out.
No, Rossi, she's on my channel.
I think Rossi's is wishful thinking.
Yeah. Rossi, I have my own channel. You can just wake up and be with me every Sunday morning. So.
No, so Waylon, we will be watching it. The 4 of us will be watching it together on Discord. We will then have a show on YouTube just doing like the immediate reaction to the movie, to the 2 episodes and discussing them.
Vex, I have an idea for you. See, when you're doing your pornographic reading on Sundays, you could read your chlamydia texts.
Chlamydia.
I don't have that phone anymore. I don't even have that phone number anymore.
Well, recreate them using the wonders of AI.
Yeah.
No. You know what? I actually prefer the other suggestion that someone had at BSEP today, which is if you find YouTuber /fiction, email it to me, please. Yeah, I will
YouTuber
read that.
God damn it!
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go to Reddit, aren't I?
Which slash are we talking about, Vex?
Slash means gay fan fiction, gay romance fan
Okay,
fiction.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to
So,
get the guys tuning in, isn't it?
if like Platoon and Cynic romantic fan fiction was the one recommended, but I'll take any YouTuber. So send it my way, and I will happily read
you
that.
need all the shipping.
All the shipping, all the shipping. If you just want to make up your own, I will also read it for you.
Oh,
and
challenge accepted. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'll write you some shit.
So be like Melanie Mack and Az.
I'm legit going. No, I might get drunk tonight and just Vex is gonna wake up. To
Vex is gonna have years of material by the end of
I'm
this
for
week.
it. I want it. Like Waylon, it's not a don't do it, please. I want
got you,
it.
Roxy.
Like I want it, bro. So it's It's
I'm gonna
hear that, Rossi?
do it
Vex
with
wants it.
Descriptions of I'm gonna use dialogue to see who use descriptions of the YouTuber. So while you're reading it, to figure out who the fiction is.
Oh, okay. Because I don't read any of these beforehand. I just go in completely raw with them, so you get a full reaction.
Oh hell, then I'm definitely writing
the same
something because
time.
I'm going to fuck you up as you go on. That's
raw.
some surprise.
My
little-
email is vex.electronica@gmail.com.
I'm not even joking. Vex, send me a DM me your email because I know I've emailed you before, but I think I've lost I don't want to go back to the DMs to find it. I'm gonna write you something.
Well, I'm gonna put it right in the Masculine Mondays chat. Okay.
Vex,
Excellent.
do you see this comment from Boosh?
Oh, hold on. If you need inspiration, Mrs. Sparkles made a video of Stupenzo and say, I've seen that. I don't want to look at that. I will read it.
I mean, were either of them awake in that video?
That's a good point.
In the fiction, can I have Az set his belly on Melanie's back?
You can do whatever you want, bro, and I'll read it. There you go.
Going in raw.
All right, guys. Thank you for having
All right.
me, though. This was
Of
a good
course.
time.
Thank you for coming
Great
on this. I
movie.
appreciate it.
All right. Have a wonderful rest of the night, you guys, and also cheers, chat. You guys take care as well.
You
Later,
as well.
Vex.
Bye, Vex.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see what those slash fictions end up turning out to be on Sunday. Yeah, tune in for that. Yeah, Rossi.
Normally I duck out around now to prep for Moxie's show, but the way I see is that Vex just ducked out, so I'm gonna cut it real close and go for about another 25 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
Vex
we'll
is going to be
get
the
through this.
stream that launches 1,000 ships.
Starting with Rossi.
Mhm.
Yeah, Rossi, how about that? I got Vex 2 nights in a row. Giggity. Yeah, okay, so you're just kind of getting back to this part before they sort of like team up. He's become a bit more affectionate, which I think this is the first time we see him make out with his wife like this.
Yeah.
Unless I'm mistaken, but you got to give it to him. I mean,
He's still under the
he's
effects
still
of the
fighting.
drugs.
Yeah, he's still fighting the effects because he kind of like wobbles for a bit. He's like, whoa. While I'm pulling this next file up, where's this one little clip? Here it is.
My handcuffs. I've picked them.
I mean, he spelled it out for me. He says, I'm gonna break out of these handcuffs, and he says, I'm gonna kill you by snapping your neck.
Well, I'm going to use your body as a shield.
That's right.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. And then I'm gonna snap your neck.
Yep.
After
Then
I
I'll
kill
probably
that guy
snap
with
your
I forgot what tool that was.
And how are you going to do that?
I broke out of these handcuffs because they're plastic for girly boys.
Mm-hmm.
And man, you know what it is about this whole scene here? It made me so it's a really really bright flash there. Sorry, y'all. I noticed that after the fact that
They flash banged us.
The flash, yeah. Sorry, all right, no more. Of
Ow,
that. Everyone viewing it right now, like, holy shit, Nick, stop it. Sorry. But I miss movies like this. I know it could be like a bit cheesy sometimes, but there's just something about it that I fucking love and I miss.
Actual squibs, guns that shoot blanks. Yeah.
And like, listen, we actually see the real hero of the maybe the whole movie right here.
The terrorists?
It's not.
No, it's whoever assembled that MAC-10 incorrectly.
Yeah, and dare I say it was Alec Baldwin, but
It could have been, yeah.
You know, like,
but not
Alec
his
Baldwin's finger. Like, yeah, it wasn't here, but
the spirit was.
Yes, exactly. Like, that was like the possessed. This MAC-10 was
Because
possessed.
somehow that MAC-10 just keeps firing, even though it's tumbling downstairs.
Yeah, it's a nice shot here. Hands up.
That's before it decides it's going to try and shoot her for her infidelity.
Yeah. But man, this is hilarious. Like, this is pure comedy right here. I know it's like guns don't kill people, but this one did.
This one did.
This one did. I love the crossover. Like, this whole scene's more macho, right? This isn't him being masculine. This is all like macho. Machismo, him not looking, right? He steps on the 2x4, the AK, pops up into his arms, and he just turns and hip fires it, like he normally does, and takes out like 3 or 4 dudes. I mean, it's hilarious, but I wish Vex would use handcuffs.
Yeah. In this scene here, he went through this like it was a video game and he was replaying it for the 30th time. He knew where everybody was and not a shot missed.
Yep, he knows the spawn points.
Jamie Lee Curtis looks like Darth Plagueis. Have you ever heard of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Was she out there trying to look at Manny, the Sith guy that was throbbing?
Yeah. I forgot to highlight this, but I think Gord said it. It says that Jamie Lee Curtis would have made for a good headless mannequin.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I need to go back to that, but I'm glad I remembered it. But yeah, the dual cross shot, only available once you've maxed out your masculine talent tree. Yeah, you have to max out your talent tree in dual wielding.
Yep.
And at that point, like, exactly, Akimbo unlocked. Yep. Yeah, this was great though. I mean, again, like, this is all about survivability, doing what needs to be done, right? You're sort of like the typical, masculine traits that aren't as known and good for. But I mean, like taking the, impromptu flamethrower. But and then obviously it's interesting how Helen is. She's seeing her man in action. She's seeing like, oh my god, like this
and she
is
gets
my
so
husband.
horny.
Yeah, and like, you know how I dance for you in that room? I dance for you like that at home now, baby. Let's go. And he's like, yeah, now that I know you can actually do that, okay, let's go. And I won't be emasculated at that time. What's that, Melvin?
I said chicks dig mass killers. Everybody knows this.
That's true, yeah.
Well, it's like she asks him.
Her hybristophilia suddenly fired up.
Yeah. Well, she asked him, like, have you ever killed someone? He's like, they were only bad guys.
Yeah.
I mean, he was being honest, but I mean, I love this whole shot here. Him jumping in, the explosions, just good old Jim Cameron. I gotta hand it to Helen there.
He's more of a Jimmy than a Jim.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy. Like a shimmy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I thought was funny? See the bit when they were what was the bad guy's name?
What's up, Professor R2?
James Cameron.
No. Terrorist man. Aziz.
Ab Malik, Aziz, when he's doing the video and he's saying, like, for years you have been killing our children and things like that. And I was thinking, and you're still upset about that?
Yeah. Come on, get over it.
It's like
right. And the hilarious part
taking the grudge too far. That was years ago.
His speech is totally being undermined by the guy who's looking at the low battery light flashing, going, please, dear God, sum up, get done. Oh, shit, my battery ran out.
I don't know. If I were part of a terrorist regime and my children kept getting murdered, I would actually celebrate. It's like, yes, that means I get to spend my time fucking to have more kids, like, to repopulate with the American superforce. Maybe terrorists should give a little, like, tip of the hat, like, hey, we appreciate America.
Look, if they were getting laid, they wouldn't be terrorists to begin with. Stop it.
That is true. But she almost dies here because, I mean, if Aziz didn't interfere,
This dude looks like a spray painted Kevin Pollock.
Kevin Pollock, is that how you pronounce that?
No, it's Pollock.
Pollock, whatever.
Kevin Pollock.
Yeah. Like, is that
Kevin Pollock, who is not in Polish?
I always thought it was Pollock.
Yeah, how many Kevin Pollocks does it take to install a light bulb?
It depends. The one from Willow, because a lot, because they have to like stand on top of each other to reach it.
Art Malik there, I'm not sure where he was born. He was a big TV actor in the 1980s in the UK. He was like a bit of a heartthrob. He didn't age well.
Yeah, and then he basically played terrorist man in a few movies in Hollywood.
Yeah, his career took a massive dive, and he wasn't getting any work, and then he got the part in True Lies, and back in the game again.
I think he was just angry about his receding hairline.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It was receding. We can agree there.
Mm-hmm.
It receded.
Yeah.
Leon's inherent racing just bleeding out.
Yeah, he definitely needed to recede that hairline.
They don't mourn the loss of the child. They mourn the loss of the child bride.
Well.
Damn, that's cold.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll play probably I'll play the hero clip. The one that deserves to be played. Hang on.
Most masculine character in this movie.
Yeah.
Never be another like him.
They could have had like a spin-off with just that gun running around.
Yeah, let's go.
Mac 10 and True Lies 2.
Stick a couple of googly eyes on the front and away it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like
I kind of wish we got a sequel. It's going to be called Truer Lies.
Truer Lies.
Die Hard 2, Die Harder, like True Lies 2, Truer Lies.
What was that one? The color purple too. The color purpler.
Yeah, even purpler.
Exactly, Dax. Yeah, like all those guys that died for that entire clip of that Mac 10 are just.
Oh, trust me, that Mac 10 is known.
This film deserved sequels. This film deserved sequels. You know that this is a really good movie.
I mean, you did. You got the one with Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie.
Keep this joking, but I could 100% believe this was real.
Yeah, who would it be? Like AOC or someone?
Right.
Like, look, see.
Oh no, it'd be
what's her face?
Pelosi.
Pelosi. Yeah. See, look, looking like a.
M16s that shoot 50 caliber. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me know where you're buying those.
Aaliyah, right? I love trading places. Turn the machines back on. Good to see you here. I haven't seen you around here before, but thanks for stopping by. Yeah, smash that like button for the Mac 10. And Jamie Lee Curtis's cleavage hanging out here of the limo.
If you don't smash the like button, that Mac 10 will get you.
Yeah,
it's true. Don't let the Mac 10 get you. You don't want to go to the same place that those jihadists were going. So smash that like button. Again, like I think this is the whole the rescue scene between him having his Harry having to save both his wife and his daughter here. So I mean, I think this is when he kind of starts to become more masculine. Like I'm gonna hang from a helicopter. Nice legs, Jamie. And
he was truly masculine. He would have dropped her because all the fucking screaming. He'd been like, "Look, I didn't like Temple of Doom, and I'm tired of your shit too. Get out."
Just drop her in the water. Yeah,
well, that part. He's leaning over the car, and she reaches up to get him, and he should go, "Not you, the other one, the hot one."
Yeah, no, I'm looking for Tia.
Where's Juno? I want to get those sculptures now.
Yeah, I like the Persian art.
Hey, this is not a good face, Jamie.
She doesn't have a good face. She has her face.
I wish Bex would have seen that.
She's only like 36 or something in this.
Again, like great body for that. But man, this is another. Kata likes this scene here because you can kind of see part of her feet. Dangling feet.
Well, you also get her some barefoot action when she's escaping the where the torturer was when she takes her shoes off.
Yeah, Kata would have been like, "No, I don't want your hands. Like, go upside down so I can grab your feet."
Yeah, do a handstand. I'll grab you.
Yeah, do a handstand from the limousine roof. I'll grab you up like that. But why not make out when there's a nuke just going off in the keys?
Yeah. And oh look, here's the ending. No, it's not, because James Cameron can't shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Also, the blast wave didn't hit them.
Yeah. And they said, "Don't look at the blast," and they stand there looking at the fucking blast.
Yeah, I know. It's like, okay. But yeah, I mean, obviously, kind of hilarious the fact that it's been 10 years since he's been in the cockpit behind a jet flying. But it's like riding a bike, right? Yeah, as Tom Arnold says, and I think again that there's courage here, there's precision. Again, it's about being this protector, and he's at this point he's like, I'm gonna be a man and risk everything I can for the family, even with this. How much do Harriers go for? Probably like what, $500 million, something like that now.
Nah,
maybe less. What, like
10, 20 million?
They're 30 million, I believe, is the number, because I recently watched a video about how I could be misremembering, but Pepsi offered a Harrier jet for like.
Yeah, it was well, they had it, and they showed it in the contest, and the guy actually got somebody to fund him to get enough.
Yeah,
submissions.
Exactly, because he did the math. Like, well, Harrier jet's $30 million, but we could get all the Pepsi points with I think it was like $700,000 or whatnot.
Yep.
Got several investors to fund into Pepsi, and Pepsi was like, "No, we're not actually giving a Harrier jet. We're sued them." And he lost the lawsuit, but then laws weren't at to say, "Hey, if you're going to say something's a prize, as a joke."
Yeah, even if it's a joke, you better have a hell of a disclaimer sitting there.
Yeah, and so it's a really interesting story. But the point is, the reason I was literally just watching a video or reading an article or whatever about the Harrier jet Pepsi incident, and they said it was worth $30 million. So I don't know if the article had the number correct, but that's what they say.
Yeah, these planes, maybe $500 million is like B1.
Yeah. Demon said it right here, like 32.
Because Harrier's an old plane, isn't it? I mean, they don't make them anymore. They don't use them anymore. But even if you go back to like the 1980s or whatever, like an F-16 was about 60 million or something, wasn't it?
15 maybe.
50, yeah,
16 was kind of a lower priced plane.
Jamie Lee Curtis doing her own stunts and hanging from a helicopter with the film. True Lies is directed by James Cameron. Jamie refused to let a body double film the scene in which her character. Really? I don't think I ever knew that. So she was like
when she's hanging. I don't think it's her when they pull her out of the car.
They had a lot of
already like
men and women on this film.
Yeah,
and credits.
Yeah. Oh boy, can you see one in some of the horse scenes?
Oh yeah. With Arnie. Yeah.
I just remembered something about the Harriers. They used one in Die Hard 4.0, didn't they?
That's what Maverick was saying. Dude, I don't know if it's a hot take or not, but Die Hard 4 is better than Die Hard 2.
Nah.
4 better than 2?
Yeah, like when you rewatch, 2 is the Die Hard that holds up the least. 1, 3, and 4 are notably better than 2, and 5 doesn't exist. So,
I agree on 5.
Let me put a caveat to that. The unrated version of 4. Theatrical cut, PG-13, Die Hard 4. Fuck that movie. Sucks dick. Die Hard cannot be PG-13. But if you watch the unrated version of Die Hard 4 and compare it to Die Hard 2, yeah, Die Hard 4 is better. It really is.
Wait, when did Live Free or Die Hard come out?
2008 or something? 2006, something like that.
Yeah, so it was mid-2000. Is that the one with Justin Long?
Yes.
Okay. I was making sure I'm thinking about the right one.
Man, that must have been like just when the F-35 was accepted.
Both 2 and 4 are better than 3.
Wrong, dude. 3 is so fucking good. The first, obviously, the best. 3 is close second. Like, Die Hard 3 is great.
I think Die Hard.
No,
the first
Demon Carol,
one
there is not.
is a better movie than 2, but I enjoy watching 2 more. And it's definitely better than 4. Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, oh man, I don't know. It's been a while since I've watched the other ones, so from my recollection,
One and 3 are the ones I watch the most by far. But like, if I'm ever gonna watch a Die Hard movie, it's not 1 or 3. My next go-to is easily 4. Like, I used to love 2 when I was younger, but man, it just it doesn't work on like a general fucking filmmaking level. Aside from, let's do a lot of the stuff we did in 1 with similar one-liners with even bigger explosions. Like, it's such a hollow movie.
The worst part was the bit
so,
at the end when he blows the plane up by lighting the fuel.
Right, Timothy Olyphant in 4.
Yeah, he plays a surprisingly good bad guy.
Yeah, I do remember that. Wait, hold on. The spirit of Lofty is alive and well. See, I mean, it's not that bad on Monday nights on Masculine Mondays.
Wednesday, however,
Wednesday on Zach's channel, that is.
Oh, we have some lofty crown competitors in there, boy.
Like fist fighting King of the Hill type.
Oh my lord,
type shit, man. But damn,
I mean, if you're trying King of the Hill, then Matt selling Boomhauer, because the dude makes no fucking sense.
Makes more sense than Matt did in some of his arguments last Wednesday.
Oh man. No, yeah, it's definitely a 10 out of 10 face. The way his eyes light up, like what? But I'd say, yeah. What does he say? It takes a ticket out of my paycheck. Yes, Maggie Q, both are dog crap. Maggie Q was in Die Hard 4. I do remember that now. I need to go back and watch 2, 3, and 4 in a row and then make a comparison.
I don't.
I know. I won't make anyone watch it.
There's only one Die Hard movie for me. I'm fine. It's
really you only Die Hard 3. I mean, I think 3 is legit. Yeah, Kevin Smith has one scene in Die Hard 4, and it's before Kevin Smith fucking sucks. So it's actually a pretty good scene.
That was hilarious, though, Boosh. I gotta say, I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no character development at all in that movie.
It's not even a character study.
Yeah, would this be a character study? Yeah, we should ask Matt that.
Yeah,
you can actually probably make the argument because of the way that Arnold, the way that Arnie's character specifically works and like changes throughout the film. I mean, I wouldn't call it one, but I bet you can make a pretty convincing argument that it is one.
I mean, it would be he's acted upon because like all of the truly revelatory things that change his life are because somebody shot him up with truth serum.
Yeah. I mean, I think for the sake of this here, like your daughter has, only one idea of who you are, as a teenager, which I'm sure you could probably, relate to a little bit, Leon, and then, Goodwin with
I mean, he should have grounded her, like, from the plane.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, this isn't the correct way to handle it, but especially when he just like, what does he do? He winks. And I think he does a little bit of a head tilt, like in that, like, what if she didn't understand?
Yeah, where did she decides to rap and hold on? It was like, wait, you don't know her toys or anything, but somehow now we have the connection. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I was like, okay, that's is there something else that the father-daughter connection that we just don't know about, that we didn't see? But yeah, that works. He hits his cojones on the tail of the plane, but yeah, it's right here, and then. Oopsie daisy. I'm about to go for a ride. Which again, we get a great one-liner. You're fired.
Yeah.
And from that, Donald Trump's new persona was made.
That's actually good, Leon. Yeah. Now, someone should ask Trump, but did you get that line from Arnold? No, I didn't get that line from Arnold.
I've been saying that line for 25 years.
I've been saying it far longer than you've been born, actually, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, Arnold used it, and it was so unfair. It's so unfair.
Yeah. In fact, I think little Jimmy Cameron, I think he got it from me, if I want to say so, in my recollection, when he stayed at my tower, and I said, you know what? You're fired. And he said, oh, you know what? I'm going to use it for one of my movies, maybe, if it's okay with you, Donald,
Before I go,
I
Melvin,
imagine that's something like that.
That's my favorite bit in, or one of my favorite bits in that movie. Is, hey, dude, why you keep calling me Jesus? Do I look Puerto Rican to you? Like, hey, Zeus, Father of Apollo, fuck with me, I'll shove a lightning bolt up your ass, Zeus.
Since you got dip, Leon, this clip is for you.
You're fired.
God, what an explosion. I love that.
Yeah, so I guess I'll go ahead and get my final thoughts on the movie real quick.
Yeah. What you got rating, all that kind of stuff?
So, we've covered a lot of movies on Masculine Mondays, and there's been some good arguments here as to why this is a fairly emasculated movie compared to not just Arnie films, but several of the others we've covered. I do think that this is a very interesting exercise in you start off with Arnie, who is a very masculine character. He gets emasculated, but he does it it starts off in a way that's honestly very realistic in terms of how men would go through the events of being cheated on, even if he's not really. That's what he thinks is happening. He responds to it in a realistic way until it goes off the rails unrealistic, which I know we make the argument is very emasculating, but also it is a comedy. So, I mean, so much of that's amped up for effect. It's supposed to be funny. It's not unintentionally funny like something like Commando or whatnot. It's played to be funny. And then you also get this sort of a redemption arc of him balancing the two, still being able to maintain the masculinity from the intro scene while also balancing the true to life masculinity of being a husband, family man. Plus, motherfucker blows dude up with a fucking missile. Like, all in all, I think that I can comfortably call this film a 6 on the masculinity scale, which is probably the lowest of any film we've done so far that I've been a part of that we've rated. But I don't think this is a wholly unmasculine film the way we were like joking about it in prior streams.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And I feel like, again, like we can't always cover high rated films that we might think like, covered 9s and 10s or, like 8s above. Like, I think it is important to talk about things that might be on the lower end of the totem pole here, like 7s, 6s, maybe even some lower ones potentially. I mean, I know it might not be enjoyable.
We can cover any Jesse Eisenberg movie if you want to get it too. Like,
yeah, I mean, the benefit is that if you ask people, is this a masculine? Of course. I mean, this thing's blowing up and all that stuff. And I was like, yeah, but it's not.
It's the actual analysis of real masculinity versus pop culture romanticization of masculinity.
Yeah, or machoism, right?
Yeah, macho action explosions. But yeah, when you look at it in this perspective, like you gotta go, man. Well, you know what? It's got problems on that.
Yeah, masculine is the song Pina Colada.
Compare this movie to Die Hard. The way John McClane acts to get to his wife throughout the course of the film. That is that macho? Yes, but that is fucking masculine. In this, he does, Arnie does, be a bit beta and bitch made, and there is at least one scene where there is a self cuck. And again, how much of that is emasculating for comedy versus just like legit emasculated writing? It's about 50-50 throughout the course of the film, whereas Die Hard's like amped up to 11 the whole goddamn time. But yeah, no, I don't think that makes it a bad film, but I think it makes it a mid film in terms of the actual masculinity.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And we will be talking about Die Hard here on Masculine Mondays in December this year.
Yeah, because Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
I have it slated the week that Monday of Christmas week, because I feel like that's the most fitting time to talk about it. So little
it was either that or Lethal Weapon.
Exactly. So I was like, we'll talk.
You can do both.
Die Hard this time.
A long month.
What's that, Melvin?
I said you could do Die Hard and Lethal Weapon. December is a long month.
Yeah, I know.
We also have to do Batman Returns.
So
could. But
could I give it my rating then?
I'm going
to. He's going to bail. That's why.
Yeah, Leon, thanks so much for stopping by, dude. Thanks for the raid. Look, if you guys aren't following him, go follow him. The mods have been dropping his links in the chat.
Thank you so much,
Be sure to follow that. Yes, absolutely. Leon, I'll catch you later, my brother.
Deuces.
Take care, man.
Cheerio.
Chip, cheerio.
Yeah,
I mean, the last scene I was going to just talk about, like, I have got slides if I want to show them, but it's just basically the final scenes of them being a family, right? Like it's 1 year later.
I watched this a couple of days ago and forgot about this scene.
Really? I mean, I kind of forgot about it until I watched the movie again, but
it's because the movie never ends.
Yeah, get to Goodwin's point. It kind of drags on a bit.
It's 2.5 hours. Fuck off, James.
Dude, I thought it was like an hour and 45 minutes, and I was like 220.
That was my memory. I was like, no, that's about it. And then I saw it, and I was like, oh, sweet Jesus! And here we go.
220, right?
Try and
yeah,
only 3 minutes of credits.
Yeah, about that.
Rather than the 10 minutes we get now.
Yeah. Well, you don't have 850 CGI people to thanks.
Right. The good old days. But yeah, I mean, I just think this is getting back. They're acting like a normal family now. Like he's got this yeah, laugh going on, but Boris and Doris are on for active duty. But I mean, they're living a healthy relationship now. They both. I mean, she looks stunning from the neck down, and
now they're just lying to their kids, so the
right.
lies have been reduced somewhat. But
that's what parents do together, though. They lie to their kids, right?
That's true. Yeah.
So I mean, it kind of fits. And then poor Gib has been stuck in the van for 15 years. He wants to be on the dance floor, but it's not his role. Although I do like the joke that Harry makes when he says, I'll tell on you. When they were on the job, he was on the job somewhere and he was getting a blowjob from some. He's like, you know about that? He's like, oh yeah, so we should totally take this lane and take Franklin. It's quicker route. Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then of course, lo and behold, we gotta see Bill Paxton one last time because it's about getting even for.
It's about blowing your cover.
Yeah. And he pisses his pants for the second time. And I mean, she kind of probably dodged a little bullet, as he states that.
He did state he had a small dick.
Yeah, so I mean,
it's weird he's still trying the spy shtick after what happened last time.
I know, but it's so funny how she scares the bejesus out of him with just a lipstick stick, and he's thinking it's a gun, right? Because the last time it was like, if I see a gun, I just he pisses himself. So his mind automatically goes there, and then just immediately resorts to pissing his pants. But I like them being together, and I think correct me if I'm wrong, chat. I want to say it was Waylon that pointed this out, but I could be wrong. That True Lies, this movie could have started the whole Fed couple movie routine.
Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Smith is like in the cinematic universe somehow.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I feel like for this moment in their lives, like they've got balance, being romantic partners. I think there's some grace, there's charm here between the two of them. They've got a stronger connection. I feel like they've both are allowed to kind of share this spotlight, and he's able to be masculine again and not have to emasculate himself. I think there's strength, there's partnership, there's symbolic love between them, and they're not I think the other thing that's important about this is they're not overshadowing one another.
She is.
Well, in this moment though, I feel like
I mean, the reason she's here is because I didn't like having a real life, and I needed to. I got to have my feminisms and all that. And he's like, all right, I guess you can work with me. Let's intrude into my life. Fuck my life up. That's fine.
But do you think he might have thought like this would be easier?
Yeah. Oh, it should definitely. Yeah. What I should definitely do is put my wife in danger, given the number of things that I've dealt with and on the job or whatever. He had no choice. Stop it.
I think it's fair to say that working for a government organization, she's just not going to be allowed to go, and that's that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's swap out Gib dancing with Arnold on the dance floor now.
Well, that would be if we did it modern day. Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll put her in the van as the tech nerd. Yeah.
Yeah. And Arnold has to go home to his wife and her girlfriend.
Yeah. Poor Tom Arnold. But yeah, I mean that's the 2 hour and 20-minute Jimmy Cameron True Lies movie. So, Melvin, what do you have to say about this? What are your thoughts overall? What's your masculine rating about True Lies here?
A masculine rating. Well, my thoughts in general, before we get to the masculine part, this is one of Arnold Schwarzenegger's top 3 movies, in my opinion, with Terminator and Predator. As we said earlier, it's his last great action movie.
Mm.
And for masculinity, I don't think he was cocked at all. I think it was basically as masculine as it gets. He had a mid-movie crisis, and he recovered and came back better. I think it's an extremely masculine movie. I mean, it's not as masculine as Commando or that kind of thing, but it's an 8 for masculinity, definitely.
Okay. Do you have anything else on top of that, or like anything else to say, but like as to why you'd rate it a little bit higher than Leon did, maybe as an example?
I don't think he was cocked. I don't see it. They just had like a crisis in the middle of the movie, like Rocky did in Rocky 2 and Rocky 3 and Rocky 4. You know, it's just the hero has his crisis and then he comes back better, and it's a theme in macho type movies, isn't it? Like Rocky when Mickey died, Rocky when Apollo Creed died, Rocky when his wife was in hospital in the second movie.
Rocky when his wife was going to cheat on him and he decided to have her dance for him while he was posing as someone else. Yep.
Yeah, they tapped the phone and
I absolutely remember that. It was, I think the robot was involved too.
Was Bill Paxton in Rocky? He should have been.
I think he played the robot in Rocky 3.
He'd have been a better Apollo Creed.
He probably would have, yeah.
I mean, that's fair. I mean,
I think it deserved sequels as well. This was such a good movie; it deserved sequels, and they made that TV series, which I didn't watch, or I'm never going to watch. I don't know why they made that. But this would have been a good trilogy.
I mean, I will say I was surprised it didn't get at least one sequel, because it. I want to say the budget was like 115 mil, and it made I want to say somewhere around triple that in the box office, which again, like, you know, if we go off of box office numbers,
that might have been why, because if you throw in the marketing and all that, this thing was probably like a break-even kind of movie.
Right. And so I wondered if it was just because of it breaking even instead, or, you know, I don't know what the, I'd have to check what the marketing budget was if I can find that. But I mean, let's just say it was,
I mean, figure half of it. Figure half.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think it would have made some money, and technically be profitable, actually profitable. Like, it made some money, but, yeah, I mean, I am kind of curious. I don't know why. Maybe Jim just didn't feel it was necessary, or maybe think it was, no.
He was busy going to do Titanic.
Yeah.
I think probably back then as well. Everything Arnold Schwarzenegger was in made money back then. And
this is the beginning of when that starts to not be true.
Good,
it's like, so, you know, old, back in the days when
that's true.
When a particular movie star in a film guaranteed success even if the film was shit. So you figure James Cameron and Arnold Schwarzenegger, it's definitely going to make money, and I'm sure they expected a far better return than what they got.
You think it's hard to market this movie now, Waylon, or you think it was hard to market it back then?
I think it subverted expectations of an audience, but I also think that they were pursuing an audience that had already kind of moved on. That the big action, because you have this and like Last Action Hero, both of those don't do well, in comparison to expectations. And this is really when Arnie's, he's just, box office gold, and it's like, not so much, no, because tastes have changed.
Draconis with the gifty, dude. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let me line up a nice little clippy here for you.
Oh yeah, she got her head in the guy's lap all right. Yahoo.
Maybe she's sleepy.
was like, I haven't played this one yet. Let me throw that on there. I didn't see who it hit. And also, I think I saw. Hello, Molly. Oh, I was going to grab a membership, but someone beat me to it. Thanks to whoever that was. Oh, did you get hit, Molly? Did you get sniped? Good one. What do you have to say about this movie? I know.
I mean,
Leon didn't get to hear this part, but well, I'll timestamp it. I'll send it to him.
Yeah. I think that there's certain things that are you play up for comedic effect because again it's parody comedy kind of thing, but the fact is that Wayland's right. This really is like the beginning of deconstruction of the hero, doubly so if he's married, that he has to submit to the wife, and what her needs are more important than reality or his needs or anything like that. And you start out with an archetype and you think, oh, it's going to be that way. He goes home, okay, it's different, because you got a different role or whatever. But the thing is that the relationship, it just magically, because I'm a wave my wand, everything's better. I mean, this really is the Pina Colada song, where they're intending to cheat on each other, and they just happen to meet each other and realize it was that they were going to go cheat with each other, and like, oh, isn't that fine? Oh, I didn't know you but get the fuck out of here, you cheating bitches. This is not how this is not a successful relationship. And her whole well, I thought I was going to do something important and all that, right? That's very much I should have my big career and everything else, and just all of the world should morph around me to make me happy. When you have a family, does that not? You have somebody who's providing for you, and really, it doesn't look like you require having a job other than you wanted it. And then the resolution is, oh, he tells the truth when he's forced to because of a shot. I mean, there's no real redemption on that. And then at the end, he saves his kid. Yeah, because he gets to go back and be Action Man again. The thing that he was good at the beginning. And then it's just, oh, and then they lived happily ever after. And it was like, and oh, by the way, she's now a spy. What the fuck?
Yeah,
I think this thing's like maybe a 4.5.
Oh wow, man, you went super low. Good one.
Yeah, because it plays the macho up well, which isn't really that masculine, and then the actual live life part, he's a clown, and I mean he becomes like a woman. He reacts emotionally because he overhears something, and is like, oh my god, she's cheating on me, and then what does he do? He becomes a vindictive bitch.
So where would you put, just say compared to this, Junior?
I think Junior is probably more masculine because there's at least an arc where he doesn't get more and more emasculated as time goes on.
Yeah,
I'm gonna block you on Twitter.
Yeah, it's all right. My day's looking up.
I forgot where we put Junior on the. I'd have to go back and check where we put Junior on the masculine tier list with Arnold, and this one. To be honest with you, I want to say it was like maybe like what would be like C tier.
Yeah, probably.
Oh God, Arnold only had 3 movies make over 100 million, and after True Lies, Eraser, T3, and Batman and Robin.
Oh, those are all low winners.
Yeah. Did we put T3 higher though?
Budgets were lower back then. I mean, what did Predator cost? Like 15 million or something.
Yeah, but T2 was like 100. As a comedy, I think there are much better parodies of the super spy, secret agent trope. The movie as a whole, I think no, I think I would rate it a little higher because at least if nothing else, there's you've got action, you've got some good comedic moments. Maybe a 5.5 or a 6 as just an overall movie. Yeah, Top Secret is clearly better. Our Man Flint, In Like Flint, those are all better.
Well, man, Flint is probably a better comparison. I mean, Top Secret is like a very silly comedy. This is more kind of lighthearted.
Yeah.
We will be talking about Predator in November, guys. The week that the shittier Predator Badlands movies comes out. So that blasphemous movie comes out November 6th or 7th. We're going to be talking about Predator November 3rd, just as an FYI. So be sure to watch that movie in that Monday night stream and save yourself the punishment. Because I mean, there will be a few of us who will be watching Badlands to do our due diligence and provide you with details as to how what's his face Trachtenberg continues to give us the double middle fingers and the lore itself. So there's that. But
that Prey is the most important of the Predator series apparently. Negris, I would throw in Beverly Hills Cop, 48 Hours. Those are excellent action comedies.
I guess I was right about weapons that had no ammo. Yep. I won't even go off on a tangent. I still have to make my damn video on that movie. But it'll be
that's an interesting movie. Just the reactions that I'm seeing from people, because it's very much a split, and it's not along the lines of like people that like horror are outraged and people that are just, it's fine with general movies. Then here you go. It really is a split, and I think it's I don't know that it's the same split as what I saw when Barbarian came out. I think it's a little worse. I think maybe because of Barbarian, and people look at it and go, "Wait a minute, you're playing the same old shit," but with a less believable and reasonable ending.
I've not watched it yet. Might watch it tomorrow.
Yeah, I won't.
Avoiding spoilers. I need to see it before open bar, otherwise it'll get spoiled to death.
Yeah. Well, I think the other thing is that the reviews have overhyped it. They've set the expectation way too high.
Yeah, Melvin, I'd say like my non-spoilery thoughts is I didn't see Barbarian, and I wanted to try and watch it before I saw it Weapons Saturday night, just to get an idea of what Zach Krieger is about, what his style is, what he likes to do, what his direction is. Because I had heard things from a few people, Nadia is one of them, say it, and again, like, I mean, I asked Goodwin like what he thought about it, and I think he said it was like good or like decent, right?
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen Barbarian?
No, what I've been doing is
told me about it then.
I've just
Maybe it was Leon. Maybe it was Leon that said that.
Leon did, and Andy, and there were a number of them that were.
Yeah. Majority of what I'd heard from Barbarian was like, well, Barbarian's good. So if it's like Barbarian, then Weapons should be a good movie. And I mean, I really enjoyed the trailers. Like, I watched both of them and I was pretty hyped up. And it's rare for me to get hyped up on a trailer these days, but I felt like this was a movie that was going to be different. It was going to feel different. It was going to look different. And it's not a long movie for starters, but it's just one of those things where, and I understand, again, like if you're the type of person that watches a thriller or a horror movie, and there are things that can, I don't want to say scare you, but that can take you out of your element, where that you can start to feel uncomfortable. And I get it. People have different thresholds, right? I mean, I'd want to say some like the examples that like made me feel a little uncomfortable in the theater. Maybe back when like the first Insidious movie dropped, like that was like that's a kind of wild movie. That's a little on the verge of like, oh shit, like that's it's kind of freaky, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Or like maybe even like the first Conjuring movie, to a degree as well. But this movie for me was very predictable, and for a thriller movie, I feel like that is going like it ruins it. And I didn't like that. And again, for me, I care about your characters, and I think in any movie, your characters matter. But for a thriller movie, I think you need to have good characters. there are two characters in particular that you could have removed entirely from the movie, in my opinion, and the movie still would have been able to move forward. And if you had to have maybe rewrite a couple things, that might have behooved the movie to be better at that degree. Again, this might sound very vague, but when you see it, let me know, because at that point, like I'll hopefully have a video out later this week, kind of going to more detail. And like I said in our our group thread, where I would have written majority of this movie differently. Like I do think there's potential to have a really like niche film here, but I just didn't like the way it was perceived. And again, like I understand people can have like different perceptions of what, for thriller or horror. I don't think this is the horror film. I think this is definitely more of a thriller movie. And again, I wanted to see more of Julia Garner and Josh Brolin's character. Justin Long was in the movie. I didn't even know he was in the movie, and I saw him. I was like, oh shit, Justin Long. You see him for like one scene, and like that's it. And I'm like, Justin Long is a pretty decent actor. Why couldn't we have gotten more of him? Like I don't. Again,
no, you got plenty of him in Barbarian.
Oh, you do.
He's more a comedy actor though, isn't he, Justin Long?
I mean, yeah, but again, I feel like he can still act, right? Like, I mean, I think look at Julia Garner. I mean, what kind of actor is she? Like, I mean,
she's pretty good in Ozark.
She really
Ozark. I think that's to this day, Ozark is her best work.
Yeah, I think she's been miscast in some other things. I think that there are certain types of roles that she can play well, and then others not so much.
Branches of Road.
Yeah, I don't know about. I mean, well, so it sounds like, again, from what I've gleaned, at least as far as like the ending of Weapons, it should not be surprising that Craigers did this. And
Admiral T, what's up, dude?
Yeah, I think Barbarian was another one where it was if maybe you're not, so if you go in with I has my standard horror thriller tropes, like the lazy ones, then it might be surprising. But if you're actually just okay, I'm set those aside and I'm just going to look at what's happening, you're like, hold up, I sense a problem with this, right? And you pick it up more and more, and it's a way that he's making the movie. So while they're unreliable, they're not really narrators, but you see in scenes that if you just look at them that objectively, you look and go, I'm not so sure about that. But if you understand the kind of the meta, and what the character would be thinking or feeling, you understand why they're acting certain ways, right? And so it kind of it's like he does, because again, he does the kind of multiple see things from different angles based on people or whatever. But it's the perception and the way that they're conveying it by the actors' behaviors and all that stuff. They're trying to get the audience to see things the way that the character would, and that's kind of tilting things. And then when the reveal is, and you're like, oh, that recontextualizes what I saw before, that what they were seeing was because of this, and yada yada. And I'm like, okay, that's a cool one shot. You can't keep going back to that well, because you'll become an M. Night Shyamalan ding dong, which is, oh, look, my big twist that recontextualizes. Like, fuck off. I mean, if you only have that one trick, it won't take people long to figure out the trick.
Yeah. And I mean, that's kind of what I heard. Like my buddy that I was with, it was myself, him, and his girlfriend. And again, there's a part in the movie that character loses his head, and for those of you who have seen it, know exactly what I'm referring to. But I let out. I have one of those laughs sometimes, which is like very like like a like a belly laugh, like
Yeah.
just like I
Hey,
have one of those,
guffaw.
like like something like that. Like it's like people always say like I sound like the Count. Like like one, two, and so it was just my buddy was like, dude, it was so random and unexpected that he started laughing, and he's like, dude, he leans up, he's like, bro, I'm fucking crying right now. And his girlfriend, he's like, dude, like she's crying too, and I leaned over and I was like, sorry, I couldn't help it. And like the guy next to me was like doing this, like trying not to laugh, and I heard a couple other people like kind of like giggling as well because it was just I don't know, and like there were a couple other parts. I think Bootsel and Rick were talking about these scenes with the drug addict. Like it's just I don't know. Again, if Zach Krieger meant for those scenes to be in the movie to provide some sort of like humorous take, that's fine, and I don't have anything against that, right? Like just because you provide some
yeah, I mean, there's comedic. I mean, like watch The Thing. There are comedic moments in that because that's how humans behave. One is furry, one has shoulders.
Right. Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, the if you're portraying like real people in real situations, you're going to have comedic moments. That's just how shit happens. But if your big payoffs are making people laugh, now if they're laughing out of because they're uncomfortable, well, that's one thing. But if they're just going, that's some silly shit, or that's absurd, over the top, right? That's not.
I struggle with a lot of horror films because there's very few films that are actually scary.
Yeah,
and very often, most often, they're just too stupid to be entertaining. So, I mean, I like things like, let me think, horror films. What
Alien,
Insidious, The Ring, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
They were. Yeah. I mean, not the scariest films ever made, but high end for a horror movie. That kind. What's that one with Ethan Hawke in it?
The recent one?
No, they made two of them, but it was the one where he's staying with his family in the house and he finds these old tapes.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, and they're playing back the tapes, and you see this man.
Yeah, with a mask.
No, not Purge, not Black Phone. It was like I think it was like a one-word movie.
And it was called like Mr. Shush or something.
Sinister? Was it Sinister?
Was that it? Sinister, maybe?
Might have been Sinister. Yeah.
Let's have a look. Sinister sounds right.
It might have been Sinister, actually.
I was talking about it earlier, but my brain is gone because it's like 5 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. 2012. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So that was decent. That kind of thing.
Yeah, I do remember that. Because I think it had some pretty good like moments that actually felt like a good horror. Couple jump scares in it. Like I'll give you an example. Like that was, I think, a good job. Was It Part 1. I thought that was well done. I mean, just the way that what's his face, Skarsgård, was able to bring Pennywise to this.
By the way, he's in Barbarian.
Is he really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, okay. The original It was good as well, but it's the same as the remake. The first half was perfect when it's the kids, but when they become adults, they're just annoying and stupid.
Oh yeah, no, I won't watch part 2 of it just because of that reason. Like part 1 is the superior film. Like, but yeah, it's weird, and I'm not. The gore films, like Terrifier and all that kind of stuff. I mean, not my cup of tea. I could care less about those.
Blood's not scary or funny, unless it's Evil Dead.
Yeah, I mean, and then if I want to watch a movie like that, I'll watch Evil Dead, or I'll watch, any other gory movie with horror elements, I guess. But same thing, like with Final Destination, or I Know What You Did Last Summer. Like it's like all these sort of IPs that continue to make.
That's also those are indications of the 90s where everything starts to go meta.
Yes.
You know, that we're aware of what we're doing. And I was like, yeah, that screws you unless you're doing a parody or something like that.
If you go back to like the first 2 or 3 Friday the 13th
I remember
movies,
that, Rick.
like as slasher movies, they're as good as any slasher movie, and they cost pennies to make. And these days, that some of them have ridiculous budgets, and they're not better than like Friday the 13th Part 2.
Yeah, and again, those also have. I mean, there's humor in it, but it's not. It doesn't undermine the overall horror that they're trying to convey in the pier. Again, it's the idea that you going to sleep is dangerous. Well, that's a thing that you can't avoid.
So we shouldn't trust people who might wear a lofty crown.
Or aspire to one, yeah. Well, again, I like the kills. Shut up. I mean, I can just watch effects reels too. And then I don't have to deal with all the terrible dialogue and bad acting.
Well, I mean, you know my pet peeve, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
You're good at Whaley. You're good.
It's like such a shit film. But if you ask anybody what's good about it, they go, oh, well, that bit at the end where Brad Pitt was smashing that girl's head against the wall. And I'm like, that's it, the whole movie. And that's your highlight. That's it. You know,
yeah, that's my joke about Tron Legacy is that whenever I ask people what it was, they always say the soundtrack. And I was like, buy the album, don't watch the movie.
Who was in the movie? Trent Reznor? Yeah, okay, sure.
Daft Punk? I don't know.
Daft Punk? Yeah. That's what we're going to say now.
It could have been Garth Brooks.
Yeah, that would be a horror movie.
Jeez.
Soundtracks. Somebody mentioned Beverly Hills Cop earlier. That has got to be one of the best soundtracks ever in an action movie.
It was Nagaris that said that, maybe. Yeah, dude, I love Beverly Hills Cop. I think that could be covered on here.
I mean, I'd say 48 Hours has a really strong track too.
I get attacked for not liking Tron Legacy. By whom? That is not something to be attacked over, Boosh. I mean,
yeah, there's only one Tron movie.
You know, actually, I did not mind the Axel F movie on Netflix. I have to say that that wasn't bad. I thought it was gonna be like trash, but I actually enjoyed it. I hope. I'm a little fearful for this Rush Hour 4 that supposedly is in the works.
It'll be terrible. Jackie Chan can't do those stunts anymore.
It's not even that. Like I even if they went with a bit of like, you know, I'm getting too old for this shit rigs. Like I'd be fine if they kind of went that approach, like, or even made fun of it, right? Like Chris Tucker making fun of Jackie Chan. Like, you know, I was gonna try and do his high pitched voice, but I just don't have the energy for that. But damn, yeah. You can't be doing that anymore. Something like that, right? You know,
sounds like a tobacco auctioneer that's been kicked in the groin.
It's more so like I'm worried about the jokes, the delivery. I'm worried that they're just not going to be able to do it. So, gonna turn in Faden.
Yep.
Jake, always a pleasure to have him, my brother. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Enjoy your night. Get some rest.
Yep. Draconis, Harold Faltermeyer did excellent.
Mm. Yeah, I'm a little concerned that Rush Hour 4 is not going to land. Like, you know, like you can't say "What's up, my Blanca," right? Like I don't think you'll be able to say that in today's. People are like,
I always found Chris Tucker really annoying.
I mean, people do, but
very, very hard to take. The only thing that it didn't annoy me in was The Fifth Element, and the Rush Hour films were good in spite of him.
He's annoying in The Fifth Element, but that's intentional. The problem is that he's everything else.
Design.
Yeah.
Man, I ain't no cigarette. It's a cigarette weed. I those movies are great though. I what a time. Jake shared a little clip. Let's see if I could play it. It was actually just about. It was a short. Oh, that's not. Hold on, let's see if I can pull this up here. It's in a vertical layout. Which could be a little tricky.
So Jackie Chan was born in 1954. What does that make him? April 71. Yeah, he can't do the stunts anymore. I mean, that's out of the question, isn't it?
No, absolutely not. Hang on. What is this? Oh, it's from Google. I thought it was from YouTube. Hang on.
Let's just play the theme song to Orgasmo on our way out. All of it.
All of it. Yeah.
Demonetized. Demonetized.
True Lies. When Harry confides in Gibb about Helen's suspected affair, Gibb responds by sharing a story about his second wife leaving him and even taking the ice cube trays from the freezer. This moment is actually inspired by Tom Arnold's real-life divorce from Roseanne Barr, which was happening around the same time.
That's right. He was married to Roseanne Barr.
Yes, he was.
Totally forgot about that.
Filming, Tom Arnold had told James Cameron the story and said,
"What kind of a sick takes the ice cube trays out of the freezer?"
James Cameron shared in the DVD commentary that he found the line hilarious and decided to include it in the film.
So we're on set and Tom Arnold's telling me this story about his ex, and he's like, yeah, she took everything, even the ice cube trays. And then he just goes, what kind of sick bitch takes the ice cube trays out of the freezer? I just started cracking up. I was like, oh man, that's too good. We have to put that in the movie.
Oh man.
You know, there's questions here. You could say, what kind of man would marry Roseanne Barr?
A man that needs a job and a career.
Yeah, and what kind of woman would marry the kind of man that would marry Roseanne Barr?
Yeah.
That's fair. Is he?
Yeah, and Roger Moore's last movies were bad because he was too old.
Oh, they were terrible. Like his last three.
That's For Your Eyes Only was the creepiest because you have like a 16 or 17-year-old girl trying to seduce him, and it was like, oh my God, stop.
Yeah,
that's true, Draconis.
And she ended up with Topo, who was also 70.
Draconis, the reason Tom Arnold has a career is because he married Roseanne Barr.
But you know the what was the other one? Never Say Never Again. That was much better than Roger Moore's last few. I mean, that was Sean Connery's remake of Thunderball.
Yeah.
But because he played it as old Bond, he played it as he couldn't do it anymore. His liver was done and he was out of shape and basically fucked.
Yeah.
That's what made it a better film, because Roger Moore was still dyeing his hair like really terrible dye jobs. And
yeah, they were still writing him as if he was young. And the thing is that Roger Moore, I mean, he got, even when he came in to begin with in Live and Let Die, the problem is that he was too old then. He really should have, I mean, if he was going to come in, it should have been like when he was doing The Saint. And they just kind of waited a bit. And Roger Moore showed age that he didn't have. I mean, he could have been 30 and he looked like he was 50.
Well, I mean, he looked good in the beginning. He looked younger than Sean Connery, even though he was older than Sean Connery. So when he made Live and Let Die, he looked a lot younger than Sean Connery did at the same time. But by the time he got to Moonraker, the party was over.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, they got him and it was like, okay, yeah, he looks good now, but he's already on the downslope. Do you have any idea how many movies we're going to have with him? Not many that are going to be good, and then we're going to have a lot of questionable ones.
Yep.
I agree with the Whale in there. Live and Let Die is Roger Moore's best Bond movie.
That's a fever dream of a Bond movie too.
But it's definitely his best for sure. I don't know if I said what my rating was. I think I'm like around like a 6.5. You know, for the Masculinity, like probably more so a solid 6. I mean, I agree with what Leon said, to be honest with you, which is, I think he was, you know, pretty on with. I do think that, you know, again, this movie does have some core themes in it, but I think it's just the way that, to your point, Melvin, where he does have a bit of a crisis because of his wife cheating, and or he thinks that his wife's cheating. But I mean, I think it's a little bit, to me, it's a little bit different than having.
I mean, let's be clear. His wife is cheating. She just doesn't have sex.
Yeah. She just hasn't done the deed yet, but it's definitely, you know,
she's
on ahead. It's happened.
I mean, she did kick him off, but who knows if that would have actually still happened? Like, I mean,
it doesn't matter. Again, she's looking elsewhere.
Oh, I know.
For satisfaction. So that's
it's already.
If it isn't the used car salesman, it's going to be someone.
But yeah, for sure.
I would have had more respect for him if he kicked the guy's door in and took his motorbike.
And shoes.
And shoes.
And the ice trays.
And most important, the ice trays.
Yeah. You got to go for the trifecta.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like someone died though. I mean, I'd say for like, you know, in Rocky as an example, or other moments of Rocky, like 4 with Apollo dying, you know.
Right, but those are moments of self-doubt. It's
Right.
not, oh, I've decided my wife is, and then I'm going to self-cuck. And then the only reason that I actually mend this is because somebody shoot me up with truth serum. None of he doesn't really, he is accidentally redeemed through no fault of his own.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like it was convenient for him to have a truth serum explain how he really feels. Excuse me, or what he should have conveyed in all honesty up front. Like a man, just be upfront about it, you know. You know, you're not shy of being confrontational with every other aspect of your life, so why can't you be, you know, approach your wife with this, you know, or your daughter with kind of what she's been kind of getting into, like, you know, stealing money out of a jacket pocket. I mean, you know, just or getting to understand what your kid likes, not a fucking snow globe. You know, just get more in touch with your family, because that is a big part of being masculine. Is you know, yeah, he is protecting his family because of his job, but it needs to be more than that. It can't just be because it's my duty as a government agency to do this. Like, because what happens when you're not at work like that, and that's what he isn't doing to the best of his ability. So, you know, and again, I understand like that's the way it's written from you know, Jim's perspective and whatnot, but I do think that, you know, again, like he does have flaws, and this is one of them. I think he has some good attributes that tend to be more on his career side, and now he shares them with his wife, and the Fed couple that, you know, has spawned other movies now. So, yeah, I kind of wonder what, you know, again, like what if Jim would have made this movie differently, what a non-emasculated version of Harry Tresker would have looked like, you know, what things would have been different in this movie. I mean, I know we can surmise what would have been different, but it would just been an interesting feel at that point. Like, I still think you would have needed to have comedy and still include those, you know, those takes, because they're a great aspect of the film. But I do think that yeah, it's unfortunate for him to be not as masculine as Arnold is in other movies, right? Because I mean, I think to your point, Melvin, like I like watching this movie from time to time. Like, it's a great action movie, you know, from Arnold. I think, yeah, again, like the Terminator and Predator are top 2. I mean, but I like some of his other ones, like, you know, which we discussed before. We haven't reviewed it yet, but I mean, like Kindergarten Cop, he's a cop that pretends to be a kindergarten teacher. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, there's just a lot of interesting aspects to that degree of what he is, and how he protects the kids as a teacher, or like a drill sergeant even at that point. But I'm glad we discussed this movie, just because I know, for the sake of 15 movies now through the show, like, you know, as I look back to some of them, I mean, this is definitely one of them that is quite different. And I feel like for you know, an Arnold movie, which we will be discussing, like I said earlier, Predator in November, and Terminator in October. So we're getting, you know, 2 more months this year of more Arnie, and again, like, those are his better and more masculine movies. But
I mean, Conan the Barbarian, let's go.
Well, yeah. We'll eventually do that too, of course. But I mean, but the interesting thing about Terminator is, where the real masculinity lies, which is more so around Kyle Reese. But we'll talk about that another time. So,
whereas Terminator 2, it's Linda Hamilton.
Really was, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
She was in damn good condition now.
Yeah, I mean, she was pretty jacked. I mean, she's not a how tall is she? Like 5'4", probably.
Don't know. She's not big though, is she? Well, she was a model, so she must be like a reasonable height.
Well, her and her sister both had to work out for that because they were swapping back and forth. Yeah, she's a bit wee.
Really, 5'5".
Yeah,
small.
But I mean, you could tell. I mean, just by looking at her pictures. I mean, she was pretty. She's very very lean. A lot of lean mass on her, but yeah.
She was like Robert De Niro in Cape Fear. Just gristle.
Mm-hmm.
True. So for next week, here on Masculine Monday, we're going to be talking about, again, like a little bit of a different shift in tone, but we're going to be talking about Dead Poet Society.
Oh.
It'll be
my captain.
Oh, Captain, my captain. It'll be myself, Mr. Goodwin. Pumpkinhead will be back, Mr. Gordy King.
Pumpkinhead is a masculine movie. Let's watch that.
Pumpkinhead. We could do that. The extended hour. And then Isaac will be back.
Isaac.
And then for the first time, it won't be the last time, but for the first time, it'll be That Darn Kitty. Will be
Kitty.
Kitty.
She'll be diagramming. We're gonna be here 8 hours.
I know. I'm gonna have to like come up with a whiteboard, frame the slide.
Yep, just to show her diagramming.
Yeah, like all right, here's the diagram of masculinity here, and there's so toxic masculinity or non-masculinity. We'll just talk about what goes where, Kitty. You tell me. You speak all right. How about that? So, but no, that should be a pretty good conversation. Looking forward to that one for sure. Yeah, Zach. And yeah, so Melvin, I appreciate you coming on, man. I know it's super early for you. What do you got anything else going on this week in your line?
Oh, got this Predator roast on Mr. Brown's channel, and I don't even remember how many streams we've done so far. It's like
5 or 6, right?
Yeah,
in a row. With,
every Wednesday.
And the popular theory is we've got 2 to go, but it wouldn't surprise me if we got 10 to go before.
I was gonna say I've never seen it. Oh, we're almost there. Oh, well, that means we got 5 more episodes. Okay.
Yeah, we're moving through about 10 minutes of the film each stream.
Yeah. Oh, making good time then.
So we've got that on Wednesday with Ruin the Man Baby.
Yeah, check that out. Chat on Mr. Brown Alliance. He's
yes.
It'll be a giggle, but don't expect any kind of professional review stuff happening. It's just people talking stupid shit.
Yeah.
And what time is that so people can check it out?
That would be usually just after 10 p.m. on Wednesday UK time.
So that's what 5 p.m. Eastern. I want to say. I think.
Goodwin, that's you know this stuff.
Yeah, it's what 10 your time.
Yeah, 10 p.m.
Yeah, it's 5 Eastern, 4.
Yeah, so I want to say that's when it is. I know Tomby is like 3 p.m. Eastern, and I think Mr. Brown goes a couple hours after that, from what I remember. So
yeah,
that's always a good watch. So and shout out to the Mr. Brown Alliance, you guys rock. Good one. What do you have lined up for this week?
I got so tomorrow we're doing the Alien Earth. Oh boy, hold on to your butts. And I don't think I have anything until Friday. We're on Nietz. We'll be doing a bit more in depth because we've had some time to digest the Alien Earth hilarity, and then we'll be covering those 2 episodes.
Yeah, I got to see if I'm gonna partake in it, because I thought we had a movie lined up, but I guess
he decided to change because he wanted to do that, and if we he's thinking about if we start doing it week by week on just the single episodes, they'd be too short for movie nights. So he may spin up a second or third stream for that.
True. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make that one. I think it already said I was going to for the movie, but and it might be a little bit of a different take than what we might say tomorrow night too. But yeah, even after having maybe a couple of days to kind of think about it, but it should be pretty interesting. You know, the immediate reaction versus the simmered reaction, I guess. So, but I mean, I'm obviously curious to see what Nyat's gonna have to say about this more than anyone.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not on the stream, I might just have a bag of popcorn and just kind of just wait and kind of. All right. Is he gonna freak out or not? Maybe not. Well, let me see when Nyat blows a gasket. But yeah. So tomorrow night, 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Just for tomorrow night. The following week we'll start an hour earlier since there's only one episode to cover. So, and then Vex will be able to actually stay a little bit longer and not have to go to bed for night time. And then Wednesday. I'll be on ABF's channel for Off the Hip, talking about some various video games. Probably gonna be a lot of Battlefield 6 talk, which I'm hyped about. And then I believe we're still doing the Clash, movie Clash. Right?
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, I got Wednesday with
Zach's. Yeah.
I don't know what years we're doing yet.
I don't know either. But man, that is. I gotta have a drink for that one.
Oh my god.
God, y'all! If you're not watching Zach's stream on Wednesday night, please tune into that. I'm sure most of you probably will be, but holy shit! Like last week was probably one of the most wild, uncut Wednesday streams I've maybe been a part of, at least on Zach's.
Yeah, I thought I was having a stroke about halfway through because I was just like, I'm sorry, did he actually say that? Oh, he did. Okay, well, that's
I mean,
Katie, I thought was gonna shank Matt on the panel.
Yeah, I thought Katie was gonna. Yep.
She was gonna climb up out of the seat through the camera and stab him.
I thought like even Zach's was sort of like befuddled a few times there, and then Andy, I thought poor Andy was gonna have an aneurysm.
Yeah.
At one point, I mean, even I at one point, I was leaning back in my chair. I was like, "Excuse me, what the fuck
hold up, wait a minute." And I was like, I can just lean back and let them beat on him for a while.
Yeah.
I don't get to see a lot of Zach's streams because usually they're too late. Like this time in the morning for me.
Yeah. Melvin, if you go back and watch that, you might lose your mind.
Oh God, last week's was. That last hour, oh my god!
The last hour. I mean, oh god.
I mean, we thought we were in it with the with Alex doing the Tarantino sucks and all that, and I was like, all right, edgelord here over, and Matt's like, everybody hold all my beers, here we go. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was like the week before that when I wasn't on. I was in the chat and. Yeah, Alex had said something about Tarantino, and I was like, all right, let's calm down here for a bit.
Yeah.
How long is the stream?
That one 2.5 hours, maybe.
Oh, right. What's up?
It was probably it was at least 2.5, maybe 3 hours.
Maybe 3. I know we kept going in the green room afterwards.
It was like 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Yeah, it might have been at least 3 hours by the time everyone left, but. That'll be good to see what years come up in the conversation. So who knows? Zach might be stirring something up ahead of time that we just don't know about, and it might.
He always does. He's always trying to get shit going. He loves the chaos.
Yeah, he might pit movies against one another, just kind of see what's out there, just to see like all right, Matt might make some sort of weird take about this, and then like people are just going to lose their mind. So and
if not, they'll bring in a ringer like AJ or Dawn or something, and then there we go.
Yeah, God. And then Thursday I'll probably be streaming Battlefield 6 again because that's when the beta comes back. for the last few days until the game releases, and that game has been so much fun. I have to say, like, I was playing last night with Kata, Sevi, and Lumi, and Kate and I were trying so hard. I mean, they were doing fine. But like I popped off at one point. I was kind of getting a little riled up, and I dropped like a nice 43 bomb kill game with an SMG, and it reminded me of it reminded me of Saving Private Ryan at the end when the Nazis finally show up to the town that they're trying to defend the bridge on. Like, all the chaos that's happening, and it just reminded me of that, because of like the buildings are destroyed. You got tanks rolling through, you got, you know, machine guns left and right, you got a bunch of dudes running through. Like, I mean, you're running back and forth between buildings that are blowing up. You're in the top floor just trying to like shoot people. I mean, it reminded me of that, and like the sound is so well done in this game. I mean, if you've got some good headphones and you adjust your slider in the game, like it definitely feels immersed. And then Demon tried to jump in for a bit, and poor dude was lagging so hard, and dude, that sucks, unfortunately for you, man. I think it's the server, but Waylon, so drunk. Make sure you hydrate, bro, and don't get a hangover. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for me this week. And then I will hopefully have a video out on weapons. I still have to put out my Naked Gun video, and then
well, there's that compelling War of the Worlds movie. You know, that's out.
God, yeah, I don't know if I should watch that or not. Maybe like I'll make that like a tier goal. Like I will watch it. I'll watch it on. I will stream that on Discord and watch it with.
There will be tiers. Yeah.
And then I know my tiers. That is weird, Demon, because you didn't get lag and
just do it like a roast.
Yeah, I mean, it's self-roast. That's the thing. It's a self-basting roast. It's wonderful. It is.
There's only more whiskey. Yeah, I don't know. I know from what I've seen, I'm like, this has got to be like a joke, right? Like, I thought it was like a meme. But
I mean, it is that nobody would write this as a parody and go, this will work, because people would be like, oh, stop it. That's ridiculous. And they're like, no, we got it.
I agree, Rick. That's where I'm at. Like I know Niat said maybe we should cover this for Monday Night Movies with Niat, and my response was, I'd rather get spawn camped in Battlefield 6 for 2 hours straight than to watch this movie for 2 hours.
Oh, I'm ready to watch it. Let's go. I mean, Gord was talking about doing a watch party, and I'm like, line me up. I'm ready to bang on that one. and I may go full Velocipaster on that one.
Jesus. I mean, but yeah, I feel like that's like the only approach that you can go with that movie from what I've seen and heard. Like, I mean, yeah, it's got like one of the worst ratings of all time.
It was at a 0 until one guy decided to rate it. Now it's at a 4% for the critics.
Yeah, isn't it?
I think it's like 20 for the audience,
which is a bit.
Look, there may be motherfuckers like me that are either trolling or like, this is genuinely comedic gold.
Yeah, on IMDb right now, it's sitting at 2.7 out of 10, with pretty much a majority of the votes at a 1 or a 2. It basically goes 1.
They
2,
may be
3.
generous.
You ever see Press or Reason giving his rating on a movie when he says, it's average, it's okay, it's a 7. It's like, no, average isn't a 7. 7 is really good.
No, he
average is a 5.
He basically grades on, like, if you were in school and you get a 60, then that's a fail and you're done. And I was like, but there's 60 to 0, which is like all kinds of fail.
Yeah.
And then it was an average movie. It's like a 72. What?
Yeah. There's 7, the average of 10.
Well, it's a C. It's a C. It's a passing grade. Fuck off.
Yeah, there's 700 people that 740 people that gave it a 10 out of 10, which they've got to be trolling. Like,
oh, that'd be me. I would absolutely. I'd be like,
be. What's the
and the real art. The real art is then writing the review.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong with Price, right? He's my friend, but he's a strange guy sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
What's the oh god, I can't think of it. The Tommy Wiseau.
The Room.
That's the original one, right?
Yeah, The Room.
What is that rated? That has a higher rating.
Oh, hell yeah, because it became a cult classic. I can assure you, War of the Worlds will not.
Do you remember
The
that
Room is
old,
a 3.6 out of 10 on IMDb.
remember the old War of the Worlds TV series from the 90s?
Vaguely, yeah.
And there was another one with C. Thomas Howell in it as well.
I remember the 2000s. It was kind of like that was Falling Skies with the guy from ER.
Yes.
Oh, well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That wasn't bad.
Show.
It kind of lost its way.
Yeah, it ran off the rails towards the end.
Yep.
Do you know what was the strangest thing but made me laugh, right? The aliens were called skitters. And that is a Scottish word for diarrhea. I've got the skitters. What?
I mean, yeah, they're called the trots here, but
well, you know, the trots, the gallops.
Yep. It was the mud butt.
Wait, say that again, Melvin. What's
the aliens in Falling Skies were called skitters.
Yes.
Yeah, diarrhea in Scotland.
Oh, skitters are called diarrhea. He calls he's got the skitters.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, that's amazing.
The skitters are coming. Well, I'm not drinking the water.
Yeah. Got Spanish tummy there.
Yeah.
Well, we went a little over, some tangents here, a little extra bonus hour.
But now you're a man.
And now I'm a man.
A man.
Man.
Now you're a man.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's Orgasmo.
Orgasmo.
All right, well, I've not seen that for like a million years.
It's a magnificent movie.
Yeah.
Right now, it is 5:22 a.m. and it's getting daylight. We're about halfway to daylight. So I might not bother going to bed. I might just stay up until next time. Get sleep next time. Get it on the next cycle.
Yeah.
I kind of did that recently. I was like, well,
it's like when you miss your train. I was like, well, I guess I'll just wait for the next one.
Yeah. Well, listen. We'll end it here so then Melvin can kind of go out with his morning and.
Yes, Waylon, we do.
Need to show
you know what?
NASA.
Yeah, NASA.
Wait, is that NASA from?
It's from the Blackout. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching that actually.
I thought he meant to say massa.
No, NASA.
No, I was like, I'm pretty sure I remember that from B-sides.
Yep, the Black Astronauts.
Yes, I do remember that.
Ah, right. Okay, get it.
Haha. I did learn something from the internet, or more so.
Negro American Society of Space Astronauts.
Yep.
Space astronauts, as opposed to the other kind.
Exactly. But see, they go into space, unlike some astronauts that we can name.
I agree, Bootzilla. Enough prequels. Well, yeah. Listen, this was fun. It was I had a great time talking about True Lies. Obviously, a little bit of a different spin for us, a different take. But and Rossi, I think you mentioned to raid into Moxie. I don't think I can do that yet. I don't think I have the.
You have to get a permission. You need to talk to an intimacy coordinator or something.
Yeah, I was like,
okay.
I need to get I need to get a document signed.
Yeah. Better get this shit in writing.
Yeah, like, you know, make sure that you know, it's not gonna
Might want to clear that with the fiance too.
Right, yeah, there's multiple avenues that need to be signed and dotted. But you know, I think I don't know if that's a feature that happens later on. I don't know if I have, because I know I'm sure she has that feature turned on, but I don't know if that's something that I can do at my level, or if you have to have if you have to hit the 1,000 sub barrier first.
Yeah. Waylon's right. Stinky Pete, 10 out of 10 masculinity.
Oh yeah. I mean, by all means, I mean, if you want to put her link in the chat so people can go over there, that's totally fine as well. See, let me pull her stream up. I don't know if there's like a button that I'm supposed to do or what.
Didn't your father ever have this talk with you?
Yes, I know all about the birds and the bees. No, I think yeah, I don't know how it's supposed to work. I'll have to ask Leon or something like that, because I know he will rate into me, but in a non-homosexual way.
Oh, well, is there any other way for Leon to do it?
Nah, that's true. But
I found the stream, but I can't drop links. I can drop it in the private chat if one of you want to move it over.
Everybody knows Moxie.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't know Moxie,
everybody just go to hell to Moxie's place.
Yeah, go to Moxie's place and just drop some bicep emojis or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, something like that. I mean, I'll probably do the same. Just say what's up and yeah, say hi. So I will play a clip out for you guys. Can I copy this link address? I mean, I'll just throw it in there or whatever. But anyway, I'll play out the hero clip for everyone, and we'll see you next week here. Actually, I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow night, again 10:30 p.m. Eastern for Alien Earth episodes 1 and 2 analysis on that. And then for Dead Poets Society next week here on Masculine Mondays with myself, Goodwin, Gord King, That Darn Kitty, and Isaac. So thank you for everyone that watched. Hit the thumbs up. And if you're watching this on a replay and you've made this far, then you're amazing. And hit that subscribe button. All the donations, the gifties, everyone, you guys are awesome. And I love doing this because of you guys. It's super fun to do this week in and week out. Can't stop, won't stop. See you next time. The plot mafia is in full motion right now. Here's a Mac 10 going down the stairs.